Welcome back to the YouTube channel. What's up, players? What's up, players? How we doing, brothers? How sisters out there in the JRTV YouTube world? Big up your damn selves. I want to shout out Random Shorts. He says, smash it. Awesome big news. Smash it. Awesome big news to come out about Colwill. I hope so, man. I hope so. I did make a mistake, though. I made a big edit in the video that I uploaded before. I saw news, and it was two outlets saying Levi Colwill were in training with Chelsea, and then I saw, okay, sound. And then I saw one from Fabrizio Romano, but that one was about Fofana, and I just saw missing training. So then I thought, okay, then he must not be going to the preseason tour with them. And I speculated he might have just faked an injury, but it's Fofana. But then two outlets said Levi Colwill. Then I saw the Romano, so I want to apologise. I tried to put it in the comments that I got it incorrect there. But yeah, we will talk about Colwill in this video. We obviously are going to talk about Chelsea as well. Guys, what are we saying on the Chelsea stuff? The Chelsea stuff is mad because here's the thing. We're getting into a lot of crap recently. We just haven't been... Man City fined us for £1 million, I believe it was, because we hacked into their youth academy, which I never really understood. Their scouting system, that was the problem. Now, I don't know how that works, and I don't know what benefit we get out of hacking it. Maybe there's players there and whatever. I don't know how many players we got. And actually, we never got fined, but we just paid £1 million to not take the case further. And if we did absolutely nothing wrong, then I don't know why we take it not further, but maybe it just weren't financially beneficial for the football club. But I would love to see the updates on Chelsea and Liverpool. So Chelsea report. I'm just trying to get it up now on Twitter to see if there's any sources. Because here's the story. We've obviously been trying to get Colwill, and Chelsea are fuming because we've been speaking to him in like an inappropriate way because they don't want him to go. And there's no way they're going to agree a deal with us. So, but we're still speaking to him, and he's now like in two minds where he's like, should I stay, should I go? I don't know what to do. And then we're still being persistent, so we're being that annoying kid on the door who's kind of playing knock a door dash. You come to the door, the kid's not there, and you're thinking, where the fuck's the kid gone? I don't know if you call it knock a door dash or knock down ginger or knock a door run, but you know the score in where I'm from, we call it knock a door dash. You know what I mean? Bop. Pace it down the street, you know what I mean, chat? I think that's what we're doing, but I don't think we're going to get him because Chelsea, they've sold a lot of their players already. I don't think they want to let go of another academy prospect because it just doesn't look good, you know what I mean? And they need homegrown players as well. So I think that's the situation there. Do we think, or do you think we are telling Colwill to not sign a new contract? We could be doing anything because obviously Colwill still wants to go, which means he's got other options. And I'm no disrespect to Brighton, but it's only us and them who are looking at him as a player, which is actually quite encouraging when you think about how many times Brighton get a player right, you know, and it's not a big name. It's just someone that they've identified and then they end up being boss. They've got a great scouting system. So that it's actually encouraging, be encouraged that us and Brighton are looking at this player. The reason why that I wouldn't get too excited is because Chelsea have still got to allow us to agree a fee. And that fee that we potentially agree probably is way too high. And if we can't decrease the fee, then we're not going to get the player. But yeah, I do think Colwill has interest at Liverpool. I don't know, just a few. Because it's us and Brighton. And he's not, like, if you were a Chelsea player through and through, like Reece James, you'd say, I'm staying at the club. There was that tweet that came out and it was like, Reece James to Arsenal, who says no? Reece James responded, I say no. That's the agency of a player who wants to stay. Jordan Henderson could take notes. I'm only messing with you hendosexuals. I'm only bantering. But the point that I'm leading to is Colwill didn't have that same response when questions on the Liverpool news. I can show you the clip. So yeah, that's the kind of update that we've got up to regarding all that stuff. By the way, smash those likes. We've got a long stream, great stream. Me, you, the chat. It's going to be boss. Finn W says, seen somebody say we should sign Garnacho. When you say we, do you mean Liverpool? Because that's a ridiculous shout. First and foremost, I wouldn't be willing to let go of Diaz too soon to replace him for someone slightly unproven. And even if you do agree that he's got high potential, he plays for United. For fuck, why am I even entertaining this? Eric Seven Hag, smash a like. It's free. Appreciate it. That is right. Pay your rent, people. Pay your rent. It's a free rent in this world, JRTV. Would you take Weston McKennie for 30 million? Do you know what, guys? I'm not going to lie to you. No. I haven't saw enough of him. US people confuse me as well. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where, no offense, I'm not trying to be like xenophobic to US people. You know what I mean? Is that the right word, chat? I'm not too sure. I'm trying to make sure that I don't politically get in trouble here. But nah, I don't want anything to do with US play. I mean, is there a US player out there that I'd take? Is there anyone? Chat, is there any good US players? James, please can you say Alex Laking is a muppet? Go and eat your grapes with your dad. Oh, is his dad dead or something? Have you just made me just like talk about his dead? You're our last you, bubba. Oh, sorry, Bucko. Yeah, of course, Bucko. Sounds like, hey, what's up, Bucko? You know what I mean? Like proper old school American thing. Hamez Lagmans. Am I lagging? Don't tell me I'm lagging. You're lying. I refuse to believe that I'm lagging. Let me close down because I'm still using my 4G. I'd be absolutely devoted if I was lagging. Chat, am I lagging? Tyler Adams ain't that good. I'm not gonna lie. Tyler Adams, is he? Wait there, is he good? Is he good? And then if he's good, why are we getting the second best American at Leeds United? Why are we getting the second best American? Let's get the best. Let's get the prestige. If we're gonna get anyone, let's get Tyler Adams. Would you take Tyler Adams, chat? Would you take Tyler Adams, Bentancur for 60 million? Bentancur done all right when he first came into Tottenham, to be fair, but I'm not too sure if he's still, does he maintain the standard? You know what I'm saying? But it's all interesting. But anyway, let's delve in more into the Chelsea situation regarding right. Liverpool may find themselves in a similar situation to when they first tried to sign Virgil van Dijk, as Chelsea are considering reporting the club, right? Let me show you this tweet, chat, because I think it's more important if you can see it and it's not just me reading it in my horrible voice. So let's say, not the accent. The accent's beautiful, but the tone, not so much. Liverpool may find themselves in a similar situation to when they first tried to sign Virgil van Dijk. If you don't know the context of that, we got in trouble with Southampton for doing the same thing, basically. Chelsea are considering reporting the club to the FA due to how they have acted around the Levi Colwill deal. Details below, so now we can get some further details on this situation. So I don't know who Elliot Thompson is, but I'm sure he's getting this news from elsewhere. He quotes James Pearce here as well. So Lavia should be coming in anyway, and I do think Amrabat's good, even though is that what I want? Is that what I want, mate? Is that what I want? That's completely different conversation. I don't care about your opinions, Elliot, on that stuff. I care about the news, mate. You know what I mean? Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp has had a direct call with Levi Colwill. Chelsea are furious and could report Liverpool to the FA. So I don't know what this results in. I don't know what it means, and I don't know how bad it is if we get caught. Nothing really happened over the Virgil van Dijk thing, and I'm sure it'd just be a tiny fine. It's not like we're trying to cheat the league, unlike Chelsea scumbags. I just think it's funny. And you know what? Chat, I respect the shithousery, you know. I'm not even messing. I respect it. We're getting stuck in. We're doing some bullshit. We're causing some madness. We're playing a little bit of knockdown ginger. Knockdoor dash, you know what I mean? Shout out to Esther. Big up to you. I hope you're all right. Total Eclipse says, why do our effing scouts not go get some gems from South America or North America? The Muppets. That is where the true gems are hidden. Not necessarily. I think the better footballers, let me rephrase. I think the quantity of better footballers come from Europe. WRL. Africa too. Africa makes some ballers. Like a lot of those players end up turning into prodigies of here, but a lot of them have grew up in the European system, is the point that I'm leading to. And there's more money in the European system. There's more funding in the facilities. So what you'll notice, the Brazilians and the South Americans, they are the people with more flair, more skill, but with no application. They might be feared when they come to this league because they're very used to low intensity, not getting stuck in. And I'm not trying to disrespect it because I'm sure there's leagues within the South American world where they do get stuck in, but I'm saying, the Brazilian league, they're not getting clattered like the way they're getting in the Premier League. So do you know when you get clattered once, it's different. It's like you can be a good technical boxer, but when you're really tested is when you get smacked in the chinny chin chin, and then that's when you go into panic mode. And how do you handle in panic mode? Can these players come from the Brazilian league straight into the Premier League and just be boss? I don't think that's possible. So no, I'm not trying to disrespect that market because yes, there's some gems, but I think there's only some gems. So if we only have a specific scouting team and we don't want to be sending them all the way around the world, and we think it's more beneficial to have them located around Europe, I don't see much wrong with that. But it's about your efficiency on who you pick from the European clubs. James, are you excited for the Merseyside derby this season? No, I hate it because if you win, It's kind of like if I had a fight with Piers Morgan, right? I'm not even disputing that Piers could swing, you know what I mean? But he's about 60 or something. And if I beat him, there's no win there for me. You know what I mean? There's no win for beating Piers Morgan for me. But if he beats me, that's an amazing thing. He's just twatted some young fella who half knows how to throw a dig, you know what I mean? So that's where that's not really worth it. And if we beat Everton, it's the same vein. We're beating a guy who we should be beating. If they beat us, that's a lot more embarrassing. And unlike some fans who might not live in the city, I have got to deal with these fucks. You might not care because they've only got a small fan base and yet they don't make too much noise on Twitter and stuff like this. They are loud. If you think about the way I sound, the way I speak with my accent, they are that, but in their own little version. So think about how ruthless I can be. They do that for them after one loss when they're 10 places below us. So, no, I don't look forward to the Merseyside derby, and I've been wishing for them to get relegated for the best part of about 3 years. You know what I mean? 300 people in the stream. Can we just write up those like buttons like Mike Tyson? Just repeat it, you know what I mean? Like it, unlike it, and then like it again. Just because why not? Nah, that was actually pretty pointless. Don't do that, chat. Panic Scouts, all the good ones always want Real Madrid as well. So, would just used to be a stepping stone. Do you know what? That's also a good point. I mean, typically they tend to go to La Liga because it's less intensity, and I think that's a factor. The Premier League as a whole doesn't tend to really get these players, and if they do, like chat, like obviously you've got like the ones who came when they were older and it grew in different leagues, like Firmino grew in the Bundesliga, and Coutinho was in the Serie A with Inter, so he was growing in that way. You know what I mean? And then you get some players like Neymar, who of course is great footballer. But then, you know, he's had his questions on fitness and availability. And if you're paying a player that much and he's like one of the record transfers fees of all time, it's disappointing if he's not available the way he sometimes isn't. You know what I mean? To do a few lines on his sister's birthday in that chat. Do you think if we sign Edson Alvarez or Romeo Lavia and Van de Ven or Colwill, we can win the league? No. Because what you're asking me there is, do we have a better team? If we sign, let's say it's Edson Alvarez and Van de Ven for the case of this, right? If you prefer Lavia and Colwill, that's not what we're talking about, just a hypothetical case. So if I choose Alvarez and Van de Ven, do I now believe we have a better squad than Manchester City? No. Not a chance. If we've done a combined 11 with Man City, we get Alisson over their goalkeeper. I think Robertson gets in as left back because they haven't really got like a... I mean, Nathan Ache's played amazing recently. I don't want to dispute it. But overall, I'd still put Robbo. I'm putting Trent right back. Don't care. Kyle Walker's boss. But Trent, he's my guy. You know what I mean? But now you know I'm being biased. You get what I'm saying? So... realistically, a lot more people would take Kyle Walker in the right back position specifically. A lot more people would take their centre backs over ours. A lot more people would take their midfield over ours, including me. So that's why I'm thinking to myself, does Edson Alvarez get us on the level of Rodri? No, I think Edson Alvarez is good, but he's not Rodri. I just think there's a little bit of a ceiling there that we can work with when it comes to Edson. You know what I mean? Maximise his attributes, but, you know, provide him a platform. Otherwise, I don't see the productivity in saying, yeah, we're definitively going to win the league above Man City. Just contradictive, you know. One prediction, I'll say City are going to win the league. Oh, but we could win it. But that's a could, you know what I mean? If I'm putting all my money on it, then no. I'm not down with their player. I'm not down with that. So this team that rode Rough's Hod over all the financial rules back in the day and had F all done to them. Now want us hold. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Chelsea have a fucking cheek, mate. I think it's because it's different owners. Before it was Abramovich, but this guy's came in, spent 800 million, sold half of his assets to his other company, and then now he's having a go at us, chat. Who does he think he is? Who does this America? I thought Americans were supposed to stick together. Aren't John W. Henry and that guy cool? Why can't they just be mates? Why can't they come to a mutual agreement? Like, hey, do you want to get on this, like, washing stuff together? Let's just become bastards, chat. We doing any watch-alongs this season, James? We absolutely are. They will be back, baby boy. And you will have the best reactions on YouTube, all right here on James Redmond TV with a background, because this is temporary. This is just for now. This is just to stay consistent. It's better than no content and have a plain wall than anything else. But we're going to have some things done in the next couple of weeks, which is going to be awesome. And it's going to be much easier and much more accelerated through the amount of times you guys have been financially supporting the channel. So want to, again, always emphasize, thank you so much for the financial support you show this channel through super chats, through memberships. It's literally like, as we speak, I'm getting things sorted to like improve the background, and we're going to get some things on the screen, and it's going to be boss chat. So big up yous, because yous are the ones making it happen. James, how does Liverpool, Klopp, How does Jurgen Klopp improve Harvey Elliott? I think just keep working at him. You know what I mean? Try and use his attributes and find a place in the system. If you can't find one, then it's just a shame. I think Brazilians are more technical players. I agree. Shit. I agree. 100%. That's not wrong. So they thrive more on La Liga because it's less intense and they get tackled less intensely. We all know how Premier League defenders deal with dribblers. It's just not a fun time. You know what I mean? You need a little bit about your game, a little bit of tenacity, and I think they lack that in comparison to the tenacity in the Premier League. It's just different levels, you know what I mean? Different intensities. It's like when you transition from kids football into men's football. You know, when you're younger, chat, if you're half decent, you know what I mean? Like, I remember at one point I'm playing high school football, and then I'll play for me sixth form when I went to sixth form. But then after that, any football I'm playing is like Sunday league, you know, with men. And that's different. That's a different prospect, you know what I mean? Sometimes they can be a fat owl bastard, but for that day alone, they just turn up. You know what I mean? You got Tony who's having a ciggy on the fucking on the touchline, and then he's coming on and 2-footing you. That's a different experience, and it's that in the Premier League, but on steroids. And these Brazilians are just used to ripping each other because they can all dribble, but they can't defend. Chat WRL. Have I just offended the nation, or have I just spoke facts on a nation? Have I just offended the nation? Am I going to go to Brazil and get Brazilian Reanated choked? Do you know what I mean? Just because of what I just said. Because they're all amazing. And don't get me wrong. Yes, some of them grow to be great defenders, no doubt. But the majority, they want to be the wingers. They want to be the strikers. You know what I mean? You're not really trained from a young age to be a defender. You're trained in futsal. You know what I mean? You're trained in futsal. And then if you do learn how to defend, you're learning how to defend against a specific type of player, which is always a constant dribbler. Whereas in the Premier League, you've got Salah, who's just direct as fuck, Nunes, rapid as anything, you know, poachers like Jota. You know what I mean? Like, you're just getting a different dynamic. So that's why I'm thinking, I think that's why the transition's more difficult for them. We will be fighting for fourth this season, especially when you see the other top clubs around us buying more proven quality. Not expecting a great deal this season, more FSG bargain basement buys. That's the way it's got to be, man. If you analyse our financial situation, this just seems to be the way that we do it, and we can't do any more. And if we can't do any more, and I'm not trying to defend FSG, I think there's always more you can do. But if it gets to a point where it's putting the club in financial debt, that's one thing FSG want to avoid, which I respect. So I'm not FSG, and you know this. I'm just simply saying that that's why the scouting has got to be precise. That's why when we get offers for Fabinho, we've got to think about it. We've got to think about change. We've got to embrace change, because then you get stuck in the past. We know what we're going to get with Hendo, Fabinho if we keep them. We don't know what we're going to get if we replace them with new adequate players. You know, think about Lisandro Martinez, how doubted he was getting into the Premier League. Think about if you got like Edson Alvarez and he was just that type of player, technical, but Klopp just got the best out of him. Or Paulinho, anybody. I trust that we can get these players in efficiently. We've got goals, and I think we can survive defensively if we get that midfield sorted and we get it well balanced. If we don't have it well balanced, then we're going to get fingered. Here to there, but agreed, James, there is no league with the speed and physicality of the Prem. I think I missed your original point, but yeah, no, I agree. Thank you, Eric Seven Hag. You too. Big up to Wisdom. I haven't shouted out Wisdom yet in this stream, and that's just because the chat's getting more and more active as we go by. Oh, chat, I've got something to tell you know, right? Let me, brief side note before I get back into the comments. This will be a brief story. So after I finished the stream last night, obviously we done the chat where we got yous involved. I might do that again tonight in the second hour, just because it gets boring with me just after a while, you know what I mean? So first hour and a half, we'll do me and you. After that, we'll get more people in. Anyway, we obviously got done with the people like Ping Ping and all these people who came in, right? Next thing you know, there was one guy left in the chat, like below, who was waiting to join. His name was Daz. Bro, I'm not messing. After it, I didn't want to disrespect him, because basically when I end the stream, obviously it cuts off for you, but there's still a backstage setting on this StreamYard app, so he could see me and I could see his faceless profile. I clicked on it to say, sorry, lad, couldn't bring you in the stream. I'll get you on tomorrow. Next thing you know, he unlocks his thing and it's a photo of a big... basically just a black fella who had his cock out, you know what I mean? And it was huge. But the point that I'm leading to, I was thinking, as if that's just happened. When my stream finished, that is when the person decided to show a nude. So chat, I'm going to need to do something tonight, you know, like a security check, or... You know what I mean? Because that could have got me done in. That could have been ruining the stream just in the last few seconds. I'm not even messing as well, chat. I'm not even joking. Do you understand the story? Did I explain it well? Hamez, are you going to upload the ping ping incident? I'm not going to lie, I feel like I should, but then some people were getting offended by it, which at first, I just interpret like anyone who does an accent, I find it funny. Like people do Scouse accents or you can do an American accent, but when you were doing the accent that dude was doing, some people can get offended by it, you know what I mean? So as much as I really wanted to, I just didn't want to piss anyone off. So if you want to see it again, then just go onto the stream. But it was just so random. That's why we laughed. You know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to offend anyone or laugh at any cult. Not a chance, mate. It was just, it's funny. You know what I mean? Have you ever heard just some people speak like, yeah, do you know who speaks funny? I think when he's really ranting, Hussam, I think he speaks hilarious. Do you know, like when I'm fuming and I sound like Mickey Mouse on steroids, but a Scouse version, like that's it's a funny noise sometimes, and yeah. So I was just careful with that one. But I don't know. I'll see what yous are saying. The top Brazilian are very expensive, even in Brazil. But FSG should look at players from Argentina and Uruguay. Yeah, I think it's all hip dude army. You know what I mean? They've all got sound players. There was a point where Chile were making some good players. Not Cameroon. Not Cameroon, Colombia. Why was I about to say Cameroon? Need a CDM who has legs. I've got legs. I can play CDM. Do you want me to play there? Pepalaki? No. No. Chat, you know who Pepalaki is? Are you all onto Pepalaki? I think it's important that the JRTVs are aware of Pepalaki. I'm not going to lie to you. Unpopular opinion. Arthur had a better last season than Joe Gomez. Why are we talking about Pepalaki? Also, James, you should put Mini Mane when you get a different setup in the background. He will bring us luck. Where the fuck is that little bastard? He was here the other day. Where's he gone? Here he is. Hiya, lad. You're all right? Here he is. Chat, say hello to Mini Mane. I mean, he's at Bayern Munich at the moment. Shit, sorry, lad. He's at Bayern Munich at the moment, but, you know, he's still our boy. Proper ledge. Hamez, if Liverpool board take your opinion seriously on 3 decided signing after Hendo and Fabinho, who do you sign? But realistically, I would like Colwill, Polina, and Lavia, but I don't think that's realistic. But yeah, in the idea of 3 players, I'm happy with that window. Polina, Lavia, or Polina and like Thuram or Polina and Kone. I don't care now, you know what I mean? It's just numbers, and quality. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like I go with them 3. I go with them 3. Is James high? Nah, I'm not high. I'm just we're mates. You know what I mean? I can't have a little bit of banter. Chelsea will fall into FFP problems. Mate, the proper fools, aren't they, chat? You know what I mean? Who do they think they are trying? Why? City and Chelsea. Think about it. We've got into shit with City and Chelsea. Can we just understand the irony? We're being accused of cheating by City and Chelsea. That's like Epstein accusing you of bringing kids to islands. Like, chat, I'm just saying, I thought about doing that line. I thought it was worth doing. You know what I mean? Understand the context a little bit more. Unpopular opinion, says Alejandro. We don't need another centre-back. Oh, Alejandro, you smoke cocaine, you smoke out of class, We already have 4. Okay, so there's 4 centre-backs. Okay, so I can get me, Mini Mane, my mate Alec, and then Harris, for instance. I can get me, Mini Mane, Alec, and Harris, and all of us can say we're centre-backs. Are we good centre-backs is the main issue. Now, I raise this point purely on the premise that if you think about it, Matip, Bouta's available on a bus on a Sunday. And then when you think about Joe Gomez, pretty much a similar story. Van Dijk, it's one of those with Van Dijk. I mean, is he even good enough? So now you're not only questioning the availability, you're questioning the quality on a consistent basis. Can these players keep delivering? And would that be stupid to not bring in another centre-back? I think you're playing very thin lines if you let us go into this season with the centre-back options that we've got specifically, especially when you consider Nat Phillips still being linked away. So it gets interesting. It gets interesting. Have you not watched 3 or 4 of them? Only Kanate worthy. Exactly. Harris is bang on. I think Kanate is the only reliable one. And even he has had his fair share of availability issues. So I'm not going to lie. I think a new centre-back and at least one, and I'm saying at least one, is required. But as we've had such a midfield clusterfuck over recent years, I'm allowing the club on maybe just one centre-back. Why are we, according to rumours, look out at Goretzka and Calvin Phillips. Fuck Calvin Phillips. The guy hasn't played football for 12 months. Goretzka, good player. Good player. I haven't watched him for a while, though. Obviously, at the top of his game, great player. I mean, you're taking one of the best midfielders in Europe when he was at his top days. I don't know if he's still at that standard, so I couldn't give you the same judgment. Smash those likes, by the way, guys. Nearly 400 people in the stream. You already know the score. Ain't City the biggest cheats? I mean, yeah. If we want to use common sense, yes. I mean, if we want to go by the law, no. But if we want to go by common sense, then yes. Geez, how's it going, Hamez? Was literally just watching back yesterday's stream. Boss, I'm glad that I hope you enjoyed yesterday's stream. You had a lot to get through. 2 hours and 40 minutes we done yesterday, chat. We're not doing that again today. I'm just saying. What do you think about Fiorentina? Louis, Fiorentina, Louis. I don't know who he is. I'm not too sure who he is. Is he any good? Is he a nice player? Goretzka is terrible. He's a German Henderson now. Oh yeah, sod that. We don't want a German Henderson. Nothing wrong with bending the odd rule, just don't get caught in it. That's it. That's what my man used to say to me. It's like, listen, play knock-a-door dash, just don't get caught on that motherfucker, because then you're causing me a bunch of problems. And I was thinking, that's a fair premise. I appreciate it, Mama Redmond. So by this rate, Liverpool fans are expecting like 5 players this window. Esther, are we wrong for it? We've lost 6 midfielders alone, you know. Think about it. We've got friggin' Fabinho possibly going, Henderson possibly going, Arthur, who was fair enough on loan, but he was still a player and an option that is now not there. Then you've got the idea of Naby Keita, Oxlade-Chamberlain, James Milner-Neymar. Esther, we've been proper, like fingered for our players, you know. We need players. I don't know how to say it to you, but in an inflated market and our financial structure, yeah, we've got a bit of an issue of getting that volume of players and then them being the quality as well. City will get off with everything. Money buys everything, and not many are incorruptible. That's right. If you've just got money for days, it sounds. I hope Newcastle just caused them shit, but I don't even know if they're mates or not, them owners. James, have you seen Bella Kotchap? He's a decent centre-back with... I like him. He's quick. He's strong. I'd take a punt on him if we couldn't get Colwill. And again, like, you're not just thinking like, oh, Colwill comes in and that's it. No, Colwill needs to come in as like a potential like Joe Gomez replacement, and then you've still got to worry about getting a Matip and Van Dijk replacements in the next couple of years. So yeah, like, we've still got to make these replacements over time. It's not like we just get Bella Kotchap and he's the guy we rely to solve our defensive issues. But, you know, he's another option. He's someone of quality. And again, he's from Southampton. So, but I don't know. Again, very inexperienced, you know what I mean? But I like him. He's got nice attributes. Hamez, I would love to hear your all-time Liverpool 11. We'll get a panel to discuss this one, because, yeah, that's interesting, that one. YB says, found his way from Hamez Bin to Manchester United captain. Fair play, Bruno. Are you on about Bruno? Bruno found his way. You know what, lad? He smashed it. I'm so proud of him. Chat, we done the announcements a couple of weeks ago about the transfer back to the Streets FC. Now he's actually signed for Manchester United and took over the captaincy role. So can we just give Bruno a round of applause in the comments, please? That'd be amazing. He had 3 weeks. He had about 3 bin bags scanned. Yeah, he's done a great job. He's done a fantastic job. I'm so proud of him. James, straight swap for Bella for Gomez. Why not? I don't think they'd take that. Joe Gomez to play that championship schedule. Are you high, bro? Are you high, lad? Ain't no chance on God's green earth he's keeping up with that schedule. You're playing like 3 games a week, and that's just league games. Like, that championship schedule is ruthless. Also, they wouldn't be able to take on the wages. Would you take... Our biggest fuck-up, chat, was giving Gomez that 4-year deal or something, you know. Remember, like, was it last year that we gave Gomez a 5-year extension? Weren't that ridiculous? Made no sense at all to me, that, you know. I wish we never as well, because as much as I saw promise and saw a potential comeback, it's just that injury record for me. Maybe without the injuries, yeah, now we're getting somewhere, but... I don't know, you know, with those injuries, it's a problem for me. Shout out to Jorge Telly, who was basically the man of the match the other night, about 10 super chats in one stream, which was wild. Thank you for more support, sir. He says, yo, Hamez, I'm about to start work. Wish me luck. Enjoy. I don't know where you're from. So I don't know if it's a night shift. If you're in the UK or close to our time zone, then it'll be a night shift. If it's a day shift, then have a good day, sir. Have a good fucking day, mate. How old is Joe Gomez? I believe he's 26 now. I believe he's 26. I'd be fairly confident in saying that he's 26. Josephine Gomez, da-da-da-da-da. Joe Gomez was born in 1990, 26. So he's not a particularly young centre-back either now, and he's had injuries since the best part of 18 years of age. So I think it just gets to a point where you've got to let a player go. And even if he seems like a son because he's been here so long, yeah, like you've just got to let that abide by. Whoever said Gomez can go from Maldini to Maguire is the same. The other stream needs a medal. It was great. It was a fantastic shout. And not that he was ever like a Maldini level centre-back, but yes, Joe Gomez on his day, it looked fantastic. Next to Virgil, that league winning season, he was immense. So I'm so surprised to see just how much he struggles with the mentality side of the game. You know what I mean? James, have you seen Jarell Quenza? Nah. I know that he's a youth academy product. I haven't saw enough football from him to suggest, yeah, he's going to be the guy for us. But let me know what you think. Is he a good enough player to do the job in the short term? I'm from Melbourne, remember? Let's go Volkanovski. Let's go Volkanovski, mate. Volkanovski. I thought you were going to say that. That's why I saw the A as well, you know what I mean? For Australian dollars. Australian dollars in Kangaroo Land. Big up your fucking self, Hookadilly. My guy. Christian Cabasel for Joe Gomez would be banging if they took him from Watford. He's quality. Again, someone that I'd need to watch more of. Chat, what else has been in the news today as well? Has there been anything else that we've been going down with, or should we just get right into getting people into the stream? What are we saying? James, best way to prank an Evertonian on a camping trip is dad's in jail so no one can save him. Shout out to his dad first and foremost. The best way to prank him? I'm not even too sure, you know. Chat out. What's the best prank that you can do on an Everton fan? You could probably make like a fake news article noise of like Everton are in breach of financial fair play rules and they're getting relegated to the Conference League. Like that, just something like that. Like if you could just make, like if you can get an AI voice and say if you're on a camping trip and you just want to listen to some radio. Oh, lads, I got some signal, look. On TalkSport today, blah, 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 blah. Oh, just in, Everton are now getting relegated to Football League 2. There's a shout for you. My guy. Colwill is going to be next to Bellingham, isn't he? Someone who we are so fixed on as a club, someone we are happy to wait for, and then he ends up going somewhere else. That's a great comment from Ben. Exactly. You know, even if he's number one priority, you need to have a plan B. If you don't have a plan B, then you're kind of fucked. Like on many degrees, you do need to make sure that you're accommodating the wounds as we go along. You can't just be there sitting there thinking, yeah, we're going to be fine just because of this, that, and the other. No, that's just not on. It's not going to work that way. It's not going to be sustainable. So, yeah, I agree with you. I agree. What a compilation on watch a compilation. Proper Destroyer, old school number 6. I'll have to give him a look. We'll have to give him a look, no doubt. Show us the hair, James Di Santino. Nah. Nah. Not today, chat. Fuck that, man. Nah, because that was I got out the shower and I just done it like that. Like I just put it back because I was sick of it being in my face through the cap. So I put it back and then I just put the cap over it, thinking, well, when I take this off, the hair's not going to be in my face because it's going to be pulled backwards. And my hair stays in place for a long time when I do that. So I hadn't done that today, so now it's just like basically like it's just bullshit chat. You know what I mean? I need to get a trim, but I have to wait a little bit longer before I can get one. James, will you be reacting to preseason games? Yes. Chat, isn't our first preseason game this week? Isn't No, fuck off. I'm not showing you. Will you leave me alone? I just want to chill here with my hat on and talk to yous. And you know what, actually, let's start getting some people in the fucking stream, shall we? Chat, I only want you to come in if you're being controversial or a knobhead. I don't want you to come in here to be nice, all right? I want you to come in here and call me a bellend, all right? You won't get banned from the channel. You have full license to call me whatever the fuck you want. Like, you can't, mate, you know what I mean? You can't offend me. There's nothing that offends me. You just come in and call me a bellend. Just don't show your cock. If you don't show your cock, we're all good. We are flying on Wednesday in Germany. We'll do a watch-along on Wednesday, then chat your game. Only if you're there. If you're there, then I'll do a watch-along on Wednesday. If you are game. Right, copy. But I'm not doing it if you're not coming, though. You know what I mean? I'm not going if you're not going. Right. James Redmond TV. Oh, this James Redmond TV guy seems to have a great YouTube channel. You should subscribe. Little football advert as well. Little football advert as I go on my channel. Not too shabby, Alonso. You know what I mean, chat. So, right, the premise is you come into the chat. You come into StreamYard. You come on the show, and the premise is you change my mind on either something that you've disagreed with me on, or you have a controversial opinion yourself that you think I'll disagree on. Great stuff. That's what we want. We don't want niceness. No, wait there. I want to pin the comment. Right. That's now ready, locked, and loaded, man. I can't tell you, but there is a reason why I can't get a trim at the moment, but I can't tell you. It's like for the behind the scenes project. You know what I'm saying, fam? And I can't say much more than that. So Festus, stop being a fed, bro. James, it was Alex Laking TV. Who's Alex Laking? Fiorentina, Luis and Polina and Cheek Decore news. What do you think? I haven't saw any of the news links, so I saw Decore, to be fair. I'll need to take... do you know what? It could just be one of those things where we sign a player that we just haven't been linked with, possibly. That could be the thing. You know what I'm saying? What are you curious about? What are you on about? Curious about what? Don't fucking say that. Dodgy trim incoming. I haven't got a dodgy trim. There's not a dodgy trim that's coming along. I'm just simply suggesting to you. Chat. There's nothing to worry about. Just leave me alone. Stop asking me questions. Why are you all so nosy? Use a proper nosy pricks. Not only watching the streams on the way to the gym now, but watching them while doing cardio too. Can confirm you are still a big deal. I am a big deal. I am a huge deal. Josh, that's amazing. Big up to you, bro. And fair play. Like, if you get motivation out of listening to me, then go ahead, man. You know what I mean? We love to see it. Alex says, James Redmond of Norris Green. I'm not from Norris Green. Are you trying to accuse me from being from Norris Green? Sharky, what the fuck do you want?
I just wanted to say hi.
Well, hi. Hello.
How are you?
I'm sound, lad. How are you?
I'm good. I'm still gassed from yesterday.
Gassed about what?
Just meeting you. You're a legend.
Sharky, we haven't met you. Speaking to an AI version of James Redmond. We have never met.
Okay, boss man. Okay, yeah. Okay.
I am too much of a big... James Redmond, the real James Redmond, is too much of a big deal to speak to fools like you, Sharky.
Okay, yeah, fairs. Okay.
Do you think the real James Redmond will sit here on a stream every night and just talk to a bunch of fools?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Then you pretty much got a good assessment of James Redmond. Right, Sharky, what do you want?
I don't know, boss man. I don't know yet, but yeah, I don't know. I'm basically wasting time here. Sorry, so I'll just leave.
I just want an apology. That's all.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I've forgotten what I wanted to say, and I'll...
Yeah, that's what I thought, bitch. Oh, no, I'm a keyboard. What do you mean? I'm a keyboard. What do you... I'd never say that to someone's face, you know, chat. Nah, Sharky, seriously. Do you actually want to ask me anything, or do you want to wait a little bit?
What's your...
Right, we're getting Horkatelli in the stream. Horkatelli, shout out to you. Horkatelli, why did you shit yourself? Horkatelli, come on, man. Come on, bro. Chat, why are you being shitbags? No one's actually joining the stream tonight. Come on, join the stream. Is Sharky that one who pulled his cock out? Nah. It was someone called Daz. Someone called Daz came into the stream and, like, he just put a photo of, like, a naked guy, you know what I'm saying? Sharky was starstruck, James. Oh, fine. What was you going to say? Sharky?
I'm still starstruck. Jesus Christ. Can't believe I'm talking to you. Do you play FIFA?
You do know we're trying to maintain ratings, right, Sharky?
I'm joking. I'm actually joking.
I'm just saying, like, if we're going to look at this from a YouTube standpoint, okay, I understand. I love you too, bro. Do you love me?
Yeah, of course.
I love
Jesus
you more.
Christ, what kind of question was that?
I love you
mad?
more. I'm just saying I love you more, no homo. You know what I'm saying? I love you
Okay,
more
yeah.
in a pause manner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But James,
So-
the type of guy to wash his hands and take a shit. There you go.
Don't you wash your hands after you've had a shit?
Well, yeah. But you
Do
do
you?
it first and then take a shit.
Do you actually?
Oh my gosh. Hamez, you can't be doing this right now. No.
Chat. No, wait there,
no.
chat. Can you actually do you do that?
Oh,
Do you
for
actually
flip's
wash
sake,
your hands
James.
after you've had a shit?
Oh no. 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 We can't be having this, mate.
What do you mean?
Just no.
I don't touch me bum. I don't know what you're wiping your bum all with, but I'm using nice
who does that?
texture
The
toilet paper.
bacteria,
You know what I'm saying?
it can spread.
What can spread?
The bacteria. What do you? Never
Come
mind.
on. You think God's put us in these temples just to get beat up by bacteria? Come on, Sharky, shut the fuck up. We're fine.
Okay. Okay.
Do you know what? Do you go to the Asda and do you eat all processed food?
I don't live in England, lad. I don't live in England.
Where the fuck do you live?
Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Yeah.
Even more corrupt, you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, fair enough. It is a farmer's country. I can admit that.
What I'm saying though is that all the shit that you'll be eating and you're just gonna blame things on little tiny friggin' parasites and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Now, have you got anything productive to say?
Yeah, James, the type of guy to say he's handsome because he turns the shower on.
Coutinhoism. Save this, brother.
Hello, my friend. What's up?
I'm good, Coutinhoism. What do you make of Sharky?
What I make of Sharky? Listen.
Yeah.
Absolute fraud. Give me the real one, man. Fucking fraud.
Sharky, have you got a response?
Yeah. Sorry, who do you think you are? Coutinhoism. Sorry.
Brother, it's not Coutinhoism. That's not a word. Coutinho is him. Read, my friend. Read.
Yeah, lads.
I'm not gonna lie, that was my bad as well.
Yeah, he said it like that. Do you think I want to look at your name? Okay,
brother, are you illiterate?
You're just making it awkward.
Are you okay?
Stop it. Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
boys. Do you both like Darwin Núñez?
Yeah, love him.
Do you like him? Coutinho is him.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me your players that you like.
Yeah, I do.
What do you disagree on? Then we need to get you beefing somehow, right? Yeah. Then do you both like? Do you both like Soboslai?
He's decent.
Yeah.
Do you like McAllister?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's an unpopular opinion that one of you have?
Don't know, honestly. I don't know.
Okay, wait.
No one can see your face.
Go on then. Don't wait.
I do have one though.
Go on, Coutinho. What are we saying?
I don't know if it's really that unpopular, but I think in the Klopp era, Alisson, I think all of them are important, but I think Alisson is the most important player that we've signed.
Alisson's the most important player.
I can back you up with that. I'll give you that, yeah.
Bro, we're supposed to be like beefing.
Yeah,
Stop
sorry,
agreeing.
but bro.
This sounds like us and City
fact.
trying to have a rivalry, doesn't it, chat? It just
It's
sounds
a
like
fact.
us and City when we were trying to hate each other, but it was like, oh, but we're so good at footy, so well done, and it was just like that stupid rivalry. Right, boys, what do you want to say before we get the next guest in?
Oh, right. Hey, James, I do have a question. It's not Liverpool related.
Go ahead.
It's not Liverpool related, but I have a hot take.
Okay.
I think Prime Kaka at his peak was better than Prime Ronaldinho. Don't kill me.
No.
Chat
Sorry,
WRL.
I'm not
We
saying
saying
anything.
Prime Kaka over
Don't kill me.
Prime Ronaldinho?
Don't kill me.
What are we saying?
Louise. Jesus Christ. Are you joking? Are you mad?
I'm serious.
Flipping out. The chat's against you.
I think.
Jesus
Listen.
Christ.
I think your reaction is hella disrespectful, bro. Don't be like, oh, like you're reacting like Kaka was shit.
What else am I supposed to do? Oh, yeah, that's a very good one. Am I supposed to say that?
Bro, I don't think it's far. Listen, all right, man. All right.
I mean, what the heck?
I'm not going to lie, that was a bit of a shit-house shout.
It was not.
See? There you go.
Wait.
It was a bit of a shit-house.
Hamez has said. Hamez has
wasn't a bit of
just
a
said
shit-house.
that.
Kaka used to wipe his ass with Ronaldinho underwear when there was no toilet roll left.
Kaka is shit. It's literally the
All right, let's not go too far. Nah,
translation.
Kaka's a baller. But Ronaldinho is like, he's Kaka's dad, lad. You
Okay,
know what I mean?
wait. So then I do have a question then. If you think
Okay.
like of Ronaldinho that highly, how much do you rate Neymar compared to him?
How much do I rate Neymar in compared to Ronaldinho?
Yeah.
I think he's on a similar level.
Same level, but not similar?
Similar.
Similar. Okay, okay.
Similar. I think people disrespect Neymar massively. I think he's like an all-timer. So yeah, I think he's more closer to Ronaldinho
Can I
than
say
most
something?
Brazilians. Go.
Yeah, I feel like he had the potential, but it's just the injuries.
Nah, bro, he's still a baller with the injuries.
He is, but like
the only thing is injury stopped us in being the best of all time. That was the only thing Neymar's injury stopped him from. He's still one of the best of all time.
I hear a lot of people say that's the same thing for R9 though.
R9 was very different, weren't he? Because he had a much shorter window, whereas Neymar is still being able to sustain it over a 10-year period or 12-year period. He's not like dead. He just doesn't do it week in, week out to the consistency of today's expectations. So I still think like we should still, because when he plays, he's still one of the best in the world. Like you saw his numbers, I think it was last season or the season before when he played, he was doing bits.
Okay.
Know what I'm saying? But gents, thank you for coming in. Appreciate you both. We've got a bit of a few more people waiting, so I'm going to get these in as well.
Have a good
see
one.
you then. Love you.
Big up to
Bye.
both of yous.
All right.
Have a good one. Coutinho is him. My G. Right? Man like Colin. What are we saying, broski? Colin, why do people leave it the second that they come in? Mr. Deluded, how are you, sir? Don't trust them. Don't trust them. When people are silent for that long, I do not trust them. Mr. Deluded, show me your camera. Now, you little bastard. Show me your camera now, lad, because I don't trust you. I didn't trust him. Chat, you're on it. He was preparing to do something. Kaka is quality, lad. Don't chat rubbish. Ravi, when did I say you weren't quality? When did I say you weren't quality? I thought it was all good. You know what I mean? Man like Roman, blood. Going on, my bro. Nope. Colin, can you save this stream?
Hello, I'm back.
Going on, lad.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear us?
I think so. Yeah, I'm trying.
Nice. How are you, mate?
Yes, matey. How are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm great, sir. How are you?
Good, very well, thank you. Very well.
Very nice, very nice. Colin, do you have any questions for me or the audience by any chance, sir?
Yes. Just, yes. What's the thoughts on Hendo going? At 33, past his best, really. Is it a good deal?
I think it's a great deal. I don't know if you agree, Colin, but I'm on the train of 10 million for someone who's on for 150 grand a week. He's already agreed to go, so he wants to go. So for him, for us, and for the future of this football club, I think it accelerates some new signings. And yeah, a lot of people don't like that opinion that I have, but yeah, I'd say you should go, lads. Are you on the same train with me there, Colin?
I certainly am, James. Yeah.
Colin, we might need to appoint you as the manager. What are we saying? Would you take the job?
Yeah, he needs to go, doesn't he, really?
Well, can I be your assistant manager, Colin?
Certainly can, sir.
Thank you for the job, sir. I'm looking forward to negotiating the zeros.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Can you see any more players coming in? And who would you like?
So who would I like? I want to see another midfielder, maybe a left back. You know what I'm saying? No, not a left back, centre back. So a midfielder and a centre back at least. But then if we can get maybe one of each or two and one of the other, that'd be great as well. So in terms of who, I've said I'm a fan of Lavia. I've also let the thoughts be known on Pauline. Yeah.
Can you see Chelsea selling Colwill? I can't really.
Nah, I think the fee will be too. I think they don't want to, and if they did, the offer would be too much.
I know they're going to ask crazy money on it, to be honest about it.
A lot of money, Colin. A lot of money indeed, bro. Hey, Colin, you always come in these streams. I just want to take a chance to say thank you for always commenting and always supporting. It's great to have you, mate, and I just want to thank you for that.
Okay, buddy. You'll pal.
Nah, I'll have a good one, all right, sir.
And you, bro. Take care.
See you later. Ta-ra, man. Ta-ra. What a gentleman, Colin, his chat. Give a shout out to Colin. Mr. Deluded.
Hello.
Hello. How are you, broski?
Yes, James.
You good?
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Very nice, very nice. What are you up to?
Not much, bro. Just wanted to get your thoughts on Arsenal's transfer so far, man.
Arsenal's transfer window.
Yeah, bro.
Things be sound. Things be sound. Can I ask you something, Mr. Deluded?
Go on, bro.
Are you high?
What do you mean, bro?
Nah, not like in a bad way. I'm just asking, are you high on the, the Snoopy Snoop marijuana?
Oh, maybe. Why'd you
You
ask
sound stone, lad. You just had a rogger, built, smoked it, fell asleep, woke up, and had another.
Nah, bro. Nah.
It's fine, lad. I'm not going to send you to the busies or nothing, you know what I mean? Like, anyone can be Mr. Deluded. Like, oh, yeah, this guy called Mr. Deluded had a joint. You sound, lad. I'm just asking. You sound like you're
I
stoned.
just wanted, yeah, go on, bro. I just got one question for you, really, bro.
Go on.
Well, it's kind of an unpopular opinion, but personally, I think Liverpool might win the league, next year, man.
Who will win the league?
Your mob,
Do you think so?
Come on, man. McAllister, Szoboszlai, Gakpo, Salah, get them all ticking, get Van Dijk back.
Okay, who has a better team, us or City?
Oh, but bro, come on. Obviously City, bro. What? You've beat them before,
Once. And we've got a different team now, so how can we do it again? I'm just saying, going into the season, if you don't say we have a better team than City and you don't say we have a better manager, then it's tough to say that we're definitively going to win.
Well, personally, I do think Klopp's better than Pep.
Same. He's my guy. Go to all managers at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Come on, like Jurgen Blood.
He's done it without money, bro. At Dortmund, with Liverpool, and look what he done with Mainz as well. So I just think, yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Just a checkbook manager, bro. That's all I wanted to say, really, bro.
Nah, lad, you're a legend. Can I ask you one more question?
Go on.
What strain are you smoking?
For real, bro.
Yeah, I'm asking. I'm curious, lad. When I come to, are you from London?
From Birmingham, man. I'm always
Birmingham. Get on this, lad. When I next go to Birmingham, I need a plug, don't I? So, what are you smoking on? What do you recommend?
Starter, bro.
Starter. Nah, hey, big up to you, brother. I appreciate you taking the time, and I hope to chat to you again.
And you, bro. Say bless you.
Legends, have a blessed one, bro. Have a blessed one. Connor Moorhead says, your video's going to get through work, G. Cheers from New Zealand, are you saying? Big up to you, bro. Big up to you. And yeah, more New Zealand brothers. Big up to New Zealand. Oh, I can't call you kangaroo land because the New Zealanders have kangaroos, chat. You know what I mean? Oh, look who it is. Chat, if you don't remember, this is fucking Clunky.
Yeah,
and he was giving me shit yesterday.
The same thing. And I'm not going to give you shit today, but today I have a question for the chat. And I'm not sure if many people agree with this, but would you start Jota over Diaz at left wing? Because everyone, like, I know, I rate Diaz. Don't get me wrong, I rate Diaz, but I just think Jota, his finishing, his calmness, I think he's kind of clear of Diaz in that kind of sense. Would you do that?
Clunky, you sound like the type of person who, like, has spoke to nobody all day, and like you've just sat there thinking about this stuff in your head all day, because when you come on stream, you're like, no. But chat, do you think that Jota should start above Diaz? Because I've just been thinking about it, and it's
nah. Right, I just talk fast.
I love it. I'm not. By the way, please don't be discouraged. Be 100% yourself all the way. Honestly, I just love, I'm a bit of a bellend, you know what I mean? So when people laugh at me, I laugh with them. That's just, honestly, it's great energy. Chat, what are you saying? You shot it over Diaz at left wing. I'll even, because you asked them, I'll read a few of their comments. So Aaron says, Jota left wing, ain't it?
Why is Clunky talking so fast? I just talk fast, man. That's just it.
Nah, speak at your rate, bro. If they can understand me, they should be able to understand you. Would you
Yeah,
say
Jota does
would you say Jota left wing would get less goals?
Me? No. I'm saying that I think because like remember when Jota started just like scoring for fun and coming onto the end of the season where he was like basically starting every game. If he did that, just imagine that for the whole season, he'd be banging in goals. And if you remember, I think it was the second goal he scored against Forest at Anfield. The absolute control he had. He is ridiculously good in that, and I feel like he starts over.
Hey, do you know what
Diaz.
though? It's nice to have that headache, isn't it? It's nice to have that headache where, you know, we've got options, and if Diaz isn't available, then Jota's available, and if it's not one of those two, then you never know who we can get next. You know what I'm saying? Because now we've got Gakpo and Diaz Gakpo and Nunes competing for that 9 role. It is probably more likely we see Jota and Diaz competing for the left wing, and then whoever's competing with Salah's competing with Salah. But I think he's just in a little league of his own. You know what I'm saying? But I think some of the chat, I think it's kind of split from what I've seen. Some people believe he's more of a poacher down the middle, including me. But then some people believe you can get a tune out of him on the wing. I think you lose. I mean, it works this way. If Gakpo plays, then you can play Jota on the wing. I think that works. If Nunes plays in the middle, then I think you've got to put Diaz at left wing. Chat, would you agree or disagree? Do you agree, Clunky?
Yeah.
Great. That was. See how much more lovely and productive that conversation was opposed to yesterday, Clunky.
See, it was very nice. I listen, Hamez. I apologize. I was I wasn't very happy.
No, I understand. Next time, if you're fuming, you take it out on me, okay?
Okay, thank you very much for that.
I'll call you the prick regardless. You know what I'm saying, Clunky?
Yeah, understandable.
Touch me knuckles, lads. I know I can't see your knuckles, but I'm hoping that you're just absolutely punching your face, your screen's facing. So, have a good night, all right, sir.
All right, good night, Hamez.
My guy. Right, Jorge Telly, the guy is here in the building. Jorge Telly, show your fucking face, lad, because you're a legend, and you better come into the stream. Otherwise, I'll be fucking fuming with you. You know what I mean? All right, then, Jorge. Sorry, lad. I really want to speak to you. Cheesy shite. What's going on, lad?
Hello.
How are you, sir?
Good, I'm good.
He's right, bro.
Right.
He's right.
Right, so I've got 3 hot takes.
Go.
Gakpo should start in the middle. No one else. Not Jota, not Nunes. I don't want to see Nunes. Get him gone. £20 million and a bag of chippy. He's gone. And the Jota starts left wing as well.
Okay.
So Gakpo down the middle, Jota off the left.
That's what I just said before you came in. I agree. I think it's more balance if you have Jota on the wing and then Gakpo down the middle, because if you just go with Nunes and Jota and Salah, you're just getting poachers and outlets all the way. Oh. Oh. Can you give me a bless me, please?
No.
I can't continue till you give me a bless me, cheesy shite. Come on, that would have been like the...
Nah, not doing that.
What I'm up with, lads. What I'm up with. Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so, and the third hot take. Luis Suarez is the most complete striker of all time. He's the best striker of all time. And he's a better footballer than Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yes, I agree with that.
You agree?
Chat. No, I actually agree with that. I think he's better than Cristiano Ronaldo, yeah.
You're going to lose half your viewers, mate. And subscribers.
Don't care. I'll stand by. As a footballer, we're not talking just accolades, because if we're going off just accolades, then you're getting players like Phil Jones, who's on the level of Steven Gerrard, you know what I mean? So, based on not just accolades, but as a footballer, yeah, for sure. In terms of shooting, like all-round game, not a doubt. I honestly, like, I'd fight that battle with you, man.
He's better at everything.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's better at free kicks. He can take
Passing,
corners,
shooting,
he can header,
defending,
he can shoot,
dribbling.
halfway line goals.
Cool.
Oh, I want to do a Luis Suarez compilation now.
But
I've got a bunch of people waiting. Did you know what, cheesy shite? I appreciate you making me think about Suarez. Chat, do we get more people in, or do we do a little Luis Suarez compilation first? Do you reckon we do a little Luis Suarez? I just want you to understand the levels. no one can do what Suarez could do. Like Messi, yeah, but like Ronaldo, nah. Like that's just.
And
there's
R9's a
different-
bum.
He's not a bum, but he's just
He's
not.
a bum. He's a bum. I don't care. He's a bum.
Ronaldo's a bum.
Yes, the fact.
Like overall, Ronaldo's a bum.
Yes. He's just an overrated, glorified Fernando Torres, man. Yep, said it. And Torres was boss, but R9's not more than Torres.
Wait, are we talking about R9?
Yes.
I thought we were talking about R7.
No, not him. He's a bum too, but.
Nah, wait there. I thought we were talking about R7 this whole time. Was you talking about Brazilian Ronaldo?
Oh, Suarez is better than both of them.
I think it's a lot closer than what people would say. I thought you were fully talking about Portuguese Ronaldo then.
Yeah, I was talking about Portuguese Ronaldo originally when I was comparing to Suarez, but now I'm saying that R9
So
is
why are we talking about fat Ronaldo now?
Because people say he's better than Suarez and he's not.
Okay. Oh no, fair enough. He could do some shit though, man. Yeah, I'm on to Suarez
just like
is elite.
Torres.
Yeah, he's elite. No, bro, you've just hit a sensitive topic for some people.
No, I don't care, man. Don't care. Leave a dislike. Don't care, man.
Dislike. Yeah, leave a dislike on James Redmond TV's video. You
It's not
fucking
my.
dickhead. Yeah, no, you want cheesy shite. Hey, cheesy shite, anything you want to shout out?
Nah, not really.
Fair enough. Much love, sir.
Most well. Have a good day.
Have a good one, G. Jeez, my guy. Man, like, season.
You're right,
yo.
mate. You're right, mate.
How are we, G?
How are we? We all right?
I'm sick, lad. Yeah, I'm
You
sound.
sick, lad? You sound?
Yeah, I'm sound.
Where you
You've got a
from?
shit Scouse accent, by the way.
No, I'm from Toxteth, mate.
You're not from fucking Toxteth, lad. You've just put together the fact that you're black and then you've just done a Scouse accent and now
I'm
you're
from
saying you're from
Toxteth.
Toxteth.
No, there's a lot of us from
It's not
there.
fucking accurate, all right. Where are you from?
I'm from Toxteth.
Where are you from? I'm not taking this shit.
I'm from
You're
Toxteth,
showing me
mate.
clear xenophobia right now. Are you trying to make? Are you trying to be xenophobic to a Scouser?
No, mate. Toxteth.
Chat, am I
Born and
using the
bred.
right word?
Born and bred, lad.
What do you want to say, you little jag Scouser?
United. That's all I want to say, lad.
But he's a wank.
You finish
You's a
above
wank.
this season.
Like you aren't good.
You gonna finish above us.
What?
You gonna finish above us.
What?
You gonna finish above us.
Are
lad?
we going to finish above you?
Yeah.
Of course we are. And why are you asking that like as if it's going to be some sort of achievement or in any way difficult?
I mean, lad, I don't know, lad. Fucking,
So you think you're going to finish above Liverpool?
I mean, right now, with the signings we brought in, I don't know, it's looking a bit techie, but anything can happen, lad.
Money Mace is a little bit shit, isn't he?
I think he's going to do all right, mate.
Yeah, it is all right going to get you to finish above Liverpool because we're not just all right, we're great.
Yeah, well, you weren't great last season, mate, were you?
Doesn't matter. You haven't been great for 10 years. Where have you?
We ain't, but United, innit? Fuck the Scousers, mate.
Mind you.
Hmm?
Mind you. You don't even sound like a mank either. I feel like if I did a mank accent, it'd sound fucking more mank than yours.
I ain't from Mank, mate. From London.
Where the fuck are you from then?
I'm
Are you
from
one of
London.
those London inbreds who support a different team? Oh, of course he is. Chatty,
Nah,
you're one
mate.
of those London people.
I was
Where are you
born
from?
in I was born in Manchester, mate. But I came
Nah,
down here
bullshit.
from young.
Nah, it's bullshit, bro.
Nah, mate.
Listen,
Salford,
you-
born and bred.
you're not from Salford, mate. You're not from
Salford,
fucking
lad.
Salford. Hey, have you got anything that you want to shout out, sir?
Nah, mate. I'm Ghost.
Ghost. Well, yeah. Shout out to Ghost. My guy. My brother. Man, like.
Hello.
How are you, Tom?
What's the story, man? How are you?
Absolutely boss, lad. How are you?
Good, yeah. Fucking. Just thinking there about fucking. Like, how are you feeling for next season? Because the whole system that we're playing, if Trent gets injured, we're fucked. Honestly.
if Trent gets injured, you're just giving up.
Like, the whole system is sort of based, or it feels like it's based around him. Because, like, do you know what I mean? They're putting him into midfield. And
Would you say we was very systematically reliant on Steven Gerrard?
no, we weren't. Like, Benitez had a solid, like, spine through the team. Do you know what I mean? It was
Overall, I think we relied on Gerrard a bit.
Do you think so? Like, in the later years, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not even later years, because Suarez was fucking carrying
That's what I was
us,
going to say.
you
It
know
was
what I mean?
more Suarez carrying the team. Nah, you're right. Rafa had a good spine for sure,
Yeah.
but I do still think we were awfully reliant on
fine.
Stephen, because he was the guy to drag us out of games
Yeah.
single-handedly, and sometimes you're disrupting how you play just for Gerrard to have a long shot. You know what I mean? So for Trent, I think if he's out the team, you just make a few tweaks and then Salah gets back on top. But otherwise, I don't see it as much of a problem. He's one of our best players. You've got to try and make something around a player like him.
Yeah, few tweaks, but even like the likes of if Konate gets injured, like, do you know what I mean? His pace covering, I wouldn't trust Joe Gomez going, you know, because he's in the past let us down so many times.
That's right. Yeah, Joe Gomez is looking like a dancer on ice skater at the moment, so I'm not really the biggest fan of him starting either. What would you do in terms of when Trent isn't playing? What changes would you make?
It's hard to know. I'd probably buy a proper right back. Like,
would you like Kyle Walker-Peters?
Yeah, I actually like him. I remember watching him for Southampton, and he's good on the ball. He could suit Liverpool because he's good.
I was going to say he's good going forward, isn't he?
But at the back, you know, we're not playing Champions.
Where are you from, actually? Ireland?
Dublin, yeah.
Dublin? Okay, so not Northern Ireland. I didn't think you were from Northern Ireland, by the way. But I was just going to say, do you know much about Conor Bradley?
Conor Bradley, yeah. He was at Bolton and he won their player of the year and everything, didn't he?
Yeah. That was it. I was saying he got promoted. He never got promoted, but yeah, he won the player of the year. They got to the semi-finals of the playoffs, I think. Yeah, do you think he can put in a role? He's a good attacking right back.
It's a bit of a jump up, isn't it? Like, he played a few times in the cup matches, I remember. I think he was all right, but
yeah,
I don't know if I trust him. I don't know. You have to give him a go now. See what he's like in pre-season.
Of course. No, I hear what you're saying.
But if I was Klopp, I'd be going out. I know they're looking for a left-foot centre-back. I'd be going out and buying a right centre-back that's quick as well. Because Matip, the system that we're playing, he's not going to be able to do that.
No, I get what you're saying, bro. I get what you're saying. Are we going to win the league, lad?
Hopefully, man. Hopefully. Like, these signings, like, to replace Milner, Oxlade-Chamberlain, and Naby Keita with Szoboszlai, McAllister, and the fact that Fabinho looks like he's leaving, and forgetting Caicedo, or even Lavia, would you trust him?
Lavia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would?
We've just trusted Fabinho and Henderson for 12 months, so yeah, it can't be any worse than that.
Yeah. I don't know, Lavia, he's a bit young, like.
Well, he is, but we were also would you agree that we were all wanting Jude Bellingham as well?
I think we were, but you know, Liverpool they splashed the cash on Nunez and Van Dijk.
Like, would have you taken Jude Bellingham?
No, I would. He's a baller. Like, if he was playing imagine him beside Thiago.
No, I hear what you're saying. The point that I'm leading to is that age isn't sometimes the only factor to why you shouldn't get a player. You should analyse the attributes as well. And that's kind of the way I see it for Romeo Lavia. I think he's got the attributes to be a good player in our midfield. But I don't know. Yeah. It's a tough one, innit? I kind of just want to see us get someone so I at least know we're trying. That's just kind of the idea that I'm thinking at the moment. Tom, lad, just because there's loads of people waiting, is there anything else that you want to say before I get someone else in, G?
Nah, man, I just hopped on this. Don't know what was going on, so...
Lad, I'm glad you jumped on, and I'm glad that we had this random interaction. You're boss, lad, and hopefully we'll get to speak again.
Nice, man. Hopefully in the future, yeah.
Defo. Nah, have a good one until then, Tom. God bless.
Right, go on, sit down.
God bless, man. Have a good one. Jeez, man, like Tom. Also, guys, if you're in the chat or this live stream thing, if you've just been in, please leave, because more people can then tune in. Can then click the link. It only has like 10 people in here. Maximum, so you'd need to leave and then other people will come in. So Tom, what I'm just going to do real quick, brother, is just kick you out the studio. I won't ban you from the studio, it's just kicking you. So you can come in another time. Art MCG, what's going on, sir?
Yeah, all right.
I'm boss, mate. How are you?
Not bad.
Are you here to cause any shite at all?
No. My family are all Liverpool fans, so I was brought up as a Liverpool fan.
Nice. Do you disagree with anything that I've said?
The Gomez bits,
You don't you
I
like
know-
Gomez and you're Gomez sexual?
Yeah, I know this is gonna light your chat up now, but he don't get game time, does he? Do you know what I mean? Like he's getting cold,
Because when
throwing
he
in
does his
cold.
shit.
Yeah, but he's not getting any chances, is he? Like I don't know. I'd give him a run of games in pre-season personally.
Nah, bro. Nah. Big respect to you, innit, because you're a nice guy. But like, nah.
He was a standout player at one point. And at one point, he was covering for Van Dijk, and Van Dijk's been shit.
At one point, I had a 6-pack, but ever since I've had nothing but burgers, and now I've got a bit like of a fat belly. You know what I mean?
Well, in that case, Van Dijk needs replacing as well because that last season was terrible.
I agree. I think we should start looking on replacing him.
I think Klopp will struggle to drop him.
See, I think Klopp favours him, but yes, I think we should start looking at the future of replacing Van Dijk, whether it happens tonight or tomorrow. I think it should happen at some point. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, but my issue is you can't buy a centre back that isn't a starting 11 player.
Would you say?
Would
you say Levi Colwill is one of those dudes?
That's my worry. That I don't know whether he is starting 11. I don't think Klopp would trust him and put him in and go, "Nah, you're bigger than Van Dijk."
Nah, bro, wait there. I just want to establish this super chat. Esther, big up for you. Thank you so much for letting me know, yeah. Hi, James. Would you rather a tree grow? I am so happy I never said that. By the way, you're on that, G? Are you on that? I'd have said that. I'd have fully said that, and then this conversation wouldn't be happening no more because I would be cancelled. You know what I'm saying? Actually, a disgrace. Nah, big up to Raphael for the super chat and that, like, but the fact you just tried to cancel me all in the cost of a $5. Like, lads, he didn't even send me a ton. You know what I mean? He didn't say, nah, do you know what? I'm going to give you something to live over because you've now no longer got a YouTube career. Gave me a bluey, lad. He said, yeah, here's 2 Red Bulls for your YouTube channel.
Is your career gone?
Career's gone, lad. Career's gone, but yeah, man. Be weird if your knee grew, though, didn't it? Like your knee. Like, wouldn't that be mad? I don't know. I said grew.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I thought you're pretty close to the bone.
Yeah, I thought that when I said that, I was thinking like I didn't even mean to test the boundaries there. And it sounded like I tested the boundaries, so I don't want anyone to think I'm taking the piss. What's it called? Art MCG. What? Anything else you'd like to say before we get cancelled?
Yeah. I'd like to say that Naby and Keita and Ox aren't really a loss. I know that sounds silly, but everyone keeps saying like we need to replace 2 midfielders. There were 2 midfielders that sat on the bench, unavailable for 80% of the season. So
That's right.
I don't really feel that they're a loss. What my worry is really is the fact that Henderson's going, Fabio's going, Naby's going, Ox is going, Firmino's going, and then it's like we were quite happy to sign 2 midfielders, maybe 3, because we're looking at maybe Thuram as well. But then we're losing an extra 2 that actually did play football. And now we're still looking for maybe 1 or 2 more players. That's the concern.
I think 2 more midfielders and 1 centre back's near enough for perfect window. A more than perfect window is 2 of each.
Yeah, but we were saying that was a perfect window before we lost 2 senior players.
That's right, actually. It's a great point, you know. It's a great point. Nah, I'd still take that. That's like beyond good. 1 more. I'm happy days because of the context of 2 more players going.
Yeah, but do you not think that's weird? Like we were completely happy with maybe getting 1 or 2 more midfielders, and then everyone's going, that's a mint window, that's a mint window. Everyone's still saying exactly the same thing, but we've actually got 2 players now leaving that played football for us. Yet the 2 that were going and were replacing previously were 2 players that just sat on the bench anyway, and we didn't want them to be on the team.
That's right, fam. That's right. I think that was a good point from you. I thought that was well articulated as well, bro. What's it called, lads? I'll have to get a few more other people in the stream. But
wait, can I ask you one more question? Because
of course you can, lads.
This is going to throw you in the fire. So if you take the 70% of signings a success, yeah, so that means 30% aren't.
Yes.
Right. So we signed McAllister, Szoboszlai. Say we signed Colwill and Lavia. Yep. Who's the flop?
Who's going to be flopping out of them?
Yeah, because you know what's the chance of everyone just hitting the ground running and becoming the next big thing?
I feel like I'm asking for Szoboszlai to flop with how much I've bigged them up, but no, I'll probably say the most likely ones is McAllister or Colwill. No, sorry, McAllister or Lavia.
Yeah, I was thinking the same, but I've got this weird.
McAllister, I've still got a few questions on, to be honest. I like him as a player. I think he can be boss, don't get me wrong. I just don't think he's world class yet, and that's what we still need to wait and see.
See, my scary inkling is that it's going to be Szoboszlai. I just feel like he's going to have the Nunes.
Are you not a fan of Nunes either?
Nah. Do you know?
You on this hate train with me, baby. Apparently we've got an agenda, lad. Apparently we just don't like him for the sake of it.
Do you know how I explain why I don't like Nunes?
Go on.
Because if a ball comes through the air in the box, it's not the tallest man in the box I want to head it. It's Jota.
Yeah.
You know, if Trent's whipping a crossing, it's not Nunes I want on the end of it. It's Jota's head, and he's the tiniest man in the box.
I get what you're saying, but before we set off the Nunes sexuals, lads, I'll probably have to get someone else in the stream. But it was boss talking to you, though.
Been a pleasure. Cheers.
Pleasure to you as well, bro. We'll get you back on. My guy. Again, guys, the second you're done with the stream, do leave once everything is done. Always helps out just because then more people can get in the stream. Festus, what the fuck do you want?
Yo, you good?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, man. Now, I just wanted to ask you, we're linked with Levy and all that, but we've got Preseason. So I'm there thinking, Lavia, he plays for Southampton, so he gets a lot of games. If Preseason was getting as much games as Lavia, do you think he would reach Lavia's level or even higher?
Jeez, nice one, Esther. Hey, Festus, did my jawlines rock on recently?
Always been, man. Always been.
Come on, my brother. Nah, Festus. You're my guy. You're my guy, bro. You're my guy, blood. Ah, jeez. Bro, Festus, did you think I was looking sharp at the start of yesterday's stream?
I mean, yeah, but the hair, I don't know about that one.
Wait there, didn't you think it suited the hairline?
I'll be honest, man. I don't know about the hair.
Nah, you sure? The hairline, though?
Yeah, that was good. It was good.
Come on, my guy. Appreciate that. You know what I mean? Little bit of respect right there. What was your question?
If Preseason got as much games as Lavia, do you think he would reach a higher level than him?
Two different type of players, isn't it? It's one of those things where I think maybe, even though they both play in the six, they both got stylistic differences. I think Besiktas is somebody who is more of a reader of the game, and he wants to be the progressor in terms of that ball being pinged forward, finding someone in the final third. Whereas I think Lavia, he wants to do a Joel Matip giraffe run, you know what I'm saying? But a bit more clean because he's nice on the ball, and that he wants to retain the ball more. And then once he gets in and around the final third, he wants to get you from your half of the pitch to your end of the pitch and do it in an efficient manner because he's good on the ball. So I think that's the difference between the two, because Besiktas can do the dribbling and he can do the smart shoulder drops and all these things. Remember that shoulders drop that he done against, I think it was Villa or someone?
Yeah, because what we're forgetting, he played against Real Madrid in the Champions League. That's big,
Nah, bro, he's a good player. And that's why when you analyse Lavia, you're thinking, oh, but they have got differences that will both complement each other very nicely. And I could eventually see them both playing in the midfield together. If their trajectory keep going the way it is, I like Lavia and I like Besiktas, I think they can both be good players in the future. Possibly, you can't bank everything on them. I understand that. That's why we've got Szoboszlai and McAllister. But yeah, they can be options for sure.
And one more thing, and the chat wants to know this as well. You compared Daniel Sturridge to Mohamed Salah. The disrespect, honestly.
Chatty's lying.
Disrespect.
I didn't say any. Go on. What did I say specifically? Smart ass.
You said he was a better player.
Now add context to that sentence, because I didn't just say he was a better player, did I?
Okay, what'd you say then? What'd you say?
Exactly. You're coming into the stream and you're having a go at me for something that you didn't even know I said. Don't you think that's a problem, Festus? That you're arguing with people that you don't even know why you're arguing with them for?
I remember you saying he was a better player.
Go on then. But now I'm letting you know I never said that. I'm happy to correct you in a second. I just don't want to do it yet because I want you to understand why have you came in with this agenda just to set the chat on to me, you little snitch, when you don't even know why you're angry at me.
My bad, then. You can correct me.
I will correct you. Do you want me to tell you what I said? I said on their best day, pound for pound in each position, there was times where I think Sturridge was that level guy at striker. And yes, there was days where I think he could supersede Salah performance for performance. I think if Sturridge had an on day, he was one of the greatest strikers in the world. Yes, Salah, you can put in the same conversation in terms of right winger, but I just do not believe it was the quality that Sturridge brought, the level of finishing from Sturridge, the technique, on the frequency that he was doing it, even when Suarez was injured and he was just getting that run of games. I think he was stopped from being one of England's best strikers, bro. So, yeah, day for day, best day for best day, I think Sturridge was better.
Man, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that.
See, you find to disagree with that, which is fine, and it's a very difficult metric to analyse. I'm letting you know my personal preference on who I visually watched. That being said, as an overall player, who's better? Salah. Who's more versatile? Salah. Who's okay? I think Sturridge is the better clean finisher. Would you agree?
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, okay. So besides finishing, we can say Salah's pretty much better at everything. Maybe besides dribbling as well.
Yeah.
So there we go. So on the best, it was just a stupid conversation that you've just lit a fire in your ass and decided to get pissed off about it.
No, because I'll never forget that. I'll never forget when you said that. Honestly.
Was it the way I said it, not what I said?
Pardon?
Was it the way I said it and not what I said?
Yeah, it was the way you said it. It was the way you said it.
Okay. I will work on my English. Nah, Festus, big up to you, though, G.
You too, man. Love.
You're my guy, bro. You're my guy. Shout out to Art McGreevy. He said, thanks for taking the time to answer my questions. Bro, anytime. Art McGreevy, I didn't even know that was you, bro, because you shortened down your name. I'm sorry that I didn't even know that. I'm fully familiar with you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. It was great having you on. Bum Cheese. Why is there a guy called Bum Cheese on my stream chat? What do you want, Bum Cheese?
Hello. Can you hear me, yeah?
I can hear you, Bum Cheese. Are you the guy who was cheesy shit before?
No, I'm not the same, but it's cheesy shit.
Going on then, Bum Cheese. What was the inspiration on Bum Cheese?
Oh, man, it was my name on PlayStation a couple of years ago.
Nice. Go on then. What are we saying then, Bum Cheese?
I have 2 bones to pick with you, young Jim.
You have 2 bums to pick with me or 2 bones?
Bones. I have bums stuck in my head now.
Yeah.
Nah, but 1, you kicked me out when I just said hello to you. And 2,
I'll kick you out whenever the fuck I want. Who the fuck do you think you're talking to, Bum Cheese? Oh, you kicked me out when I said hello to you. Even if you don't say hello, I can kick you out if I will. Sorry, Bum Cheese. Carry on.
Am I back?
You're back.
All right, grand. Yeah. And 2, I think the disrespect on Fabinho after last season is dreadful. He had a shocking season. Well, yeah, towards the start. But there's no number 6 in the world at the moment that we could afford that would do a better job than him, I believe.
So was Fabinho like top 20, top 30, even top 40 CDMs last season?
I think so, yeah.
Was he top 10?
Top 15, I'd say. The thing is, right, you have to think, right, you have Casemiro, Rodri, Thomas Partey and Rice and players like that are at that level. I'm not sure about Caicedo, to be honest with you. I don't know about him. I don't know enough about Lavia, and especially he's young. But also, when you were talking about, I watched the video the other day and you were saying Fabinho and Henderson, you would be happy to get them gone and take Lavia in.
With the context of the money that we'll get for them,
yes. I understand that, yeah. But then you were saying that you would have Bajcetic, players like the CDM, and give him more game time.
I think, no, I never said he starts every game. I said it provides more opportunity for players like Bajcetic to get more game time.
Yeah, but I don't see Bajcetic as a CDM at all.
Fine. Which is why you go and get Lavia and then he plays instead.
Yeah, that's true. But how much would Lavia cost?
40 to 50 million, I'd assume.
Do you think?
I'd assume so. That's the price tag that's being rumoured. I think 50 million is the one they want. If we could maybe get it down to 45, that's probably what we'd end up paying.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Because if it's 60, 70 million, where some things are like...
I think that'd be too far. Yeah, I think that'd be too far.
And
I think modern day for a young, good CDM, I think 50... It's still extortionate, don't get me fucking wrong, but I've seen worse.
All right. Yeah, that is true. But I still think we need another 2 midfielders.
Yeah, no, for sure. I honestly, like, even me just saying one of each position is like me being very fucking generous. You know what I mean? And again, I'm doing that with no expectation of winning the league. Like, if I want to get us back into the league conversations, and if FSG called me and said, James, what do we need to do? buying one of each position wouldn't be a good start.
Yeah. But I think I would keep Henderson if we don't get the right money from him.
Oh, what's the right money for you, though? Don't you think just freeing his wages is good enough? Because, do you believe in a concept called false depth?
Explain it.
So I believe that if James Redmond signs for Liverpool as a midfielder, it's a bit of a false depth signing because I know I'm not going to do well in midfield. Yeah, Adrian, do you ever want Adrian starting in goal for Liverpool?
No.
So what does that mean he is?
Yeah, but the thing with Adrian is he is absolute shite. But the thing is Henderson isn't absolute shite. He's not great, but he's not absolute shite. Like, you put him in, he'll do a job. He's not like what
the problem that your captain's not great.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Isn't that okay? Okay, yeah. Let me just assess what you've just said. I'm breaking down your words, and I'm not putting words in your mouth. Correct?
Yeah.
We want to win the league. Yes.
Yeah. 100%.
Captain's not great.
But are we going to say now that Gerrard was great when we were trying to win the league in 2014?
I would say he was still one of our best players, yes.
Yeah, but that team was shite, so it's not saying much. Do you know what I mean?
But Henderson is one of the worst players in a team that's on the dip. There's a huge difference.
Do you think one of the worst?
Absolutely. I think he was one of the worst when we was at the peak. And that's not me saying he was bad when we were at our peak. I'm just saying we had so many monsters culminated into an 11-man team that I just don't think Henderson was in the top 10 or top anything.
If you remember in 2020, he won Football's Writer of the Year. He was up there for Player of the Year. It could have been
Who gives that award?
Writers. Yeah, but even then, there was still the debate about him. I'm pretty sure, he was up there for winning Player of the Year, Players' Player of the Year as well.
Good player, a good 2-3 year spell. What did he do before Klopp came in?
Oh, he was shite. But the thing is, I still think there is.
No. You've just said it. He was shite, and has he been shite the past 24 months?
24 months. 24 months a bit far. I'd say 12.
12.
Yeah, with an odd decent game here and there.
I agree. Why is it that he's been shite? It's one of two reasons, isn't it? One, he's either finished, or two, the system isn't as good no more. Therefore, it doesn't make him look as good anymore. Not hating on Henderson. I just think that's the reality that he weren't the greatest for a 3 to 4 to 5 year spell before Klopp came in.
Do you not think for Europa League he's perfectly fine for it though? For Europa League, you don't think so?
I think it's much more beneficial to go out there and Jurgen Klopp's here till 2026 at least. Yeah. Likely to leave in 2026, correct? Therefore, I think it's more beneficial because Henderson's got 2 years left. So Klopp 3 years, Henderson 2 years. Is it more beneficial to keep Henderson for those remaining years? And then it gets to the final year where he leaves and Klopp's here for 1 more year. And he has 1 year opposed to the 3 that he could have if he got Lavia right now to develop that new CDM who comes through the door. I think we need to get this Klopp rebuild going if he does go in 2026 because Henderson ain't going to be here when Klopp goes.
Yes, that is true. But if you're selling Fabinho and Henderson in the same time and getting one midfielder in, and then you have maybe Thiago who's injury prone, Bajcetic who may be injury prone, who's just coming back from a big injury, and then you have Curtis Jones and then the 2 new lads. It's a lot of reliability. Was
Henderson a mainstay in the team last season? Did Henderson play consistently last season?
Not really.
Yeah, he did.
Well, yeah, he did, but he was he got a lot of little knocks and was off.
Yeah, but he was one of our main midfielders when
it was like him, like Jones or him, Thiago and Fabinho or something. So
and Fabinho would always play as well, correct?
Yeah.
The reason why I raised these 2 points is because they were 2 mainstays in our starting midfield that got us Europa League. Now tell me why this same squad depth, which I believe is false depth in their current form, tell me why that benefits us more than a Lavia who played better than both last season.
Well, if you're going to say the argument, you could say Lavia, who was a mainstay for Southampton, that was one of the worst Premier League teams we've ever seen.
That's right.
So,
and they were bad in one of the worst Liverpool teams I've seen in recent years.
Yeah, that is true. But Fabinho, if he gets a rest, he could be you have to think these 2 players had played the longest season that we've seen in a long time this season.
I've seen them being rested. I remember when Fabinho got dropped for a bit, and then there was also the time where Henderson got a few knocks and he was rested. I don't think that was the issue, bro. I think they're just not that good no more. They look slower. The decision making seemed a lot more off. And yeah, I don't know. I just think we benefit of not having them in the team no more. I think it's just better to embrace change because if we don't embrace it, and we also have to analyze the financial situation. If we don't care about finances, then fine, keep whoever you want as a luxury signing. But 10 million for Henderson plus free up wages, 40 million for Fabinho, when you've already had him in his peak time and that's what you bought him for. I think from a business standpoint, you'd have me a hello. You know what I mean?
That's fair enough. Yeah. No, I
Nah,
agree
but
with
bro,
that.
that was a sick debate though, and I appreciate you questioning me. And hopefully he'll come back in.
Grand, yeah, 100%. Bum
Get
cheese
that
will
cheese
return.
out your bum, all right. I didn't mean to kick you out there, lad. I want to say proper to that to you. Thank you for coming in, bro.
Go on, good luck, lad.
Have a good one, G. Have a good one. What a legend. What a legend. Red Arrows. Red Arrows.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you, bro. How are you?
I'm good, lad. How are you?
I'm sick, bro. I'm sick. Is there anything that you want to call me out on? Is there any questions that you raise for me in this moment?
Yeah, from the last conversation, I feel like getting rid of our senior midfielders is a bad choice. Getting rid of Henderson, Thiago's on a 1-year deal, injury prone, Fabinho, getting rid of him. You know, that's a lot of experience being lost, and I feel like just with that alone, we should consider that when we think about selling Hendo, selling Fabinho, selling Thiago. We were talking about, you know, was that sound to, like? Does that sound like a valid concern to you?
Selling too many midfielders in one window.
Too many senior midfielders of that as well. Like Milner's gone, Hendo's gone.
Are you referencing
know what I mean?
Henderson and Fabinho mainly?
Yeah, as well as Milner actually, because Milner's gone
as well. No, I get what you're saying. So there'd be too much leadership leaving in one season.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it doesn't concern me.
Why is that?
We were bad with them, and I don't believe they were going to get any better. I don't know if you agree.
Were we bad because of them, or were we bad with them?
We were bad. I think a lot to do with them. Yes.
Okay, so you think that this new batch of midfielders coming in, they wouldn't benefit from like a Hendo or a Milner, something like that.
I don't know how Lavia comes in and looks at Henderson and say, "I want to be like you." I don't see that.
What about Fabinho then?
I also disagree. I think because they're so stylistically different, it'd be pointless Lavia looking up to Fabinho
it's not really about style. It's more so about like if Klopp wants to point to a person and says, "Okay, do it this way," and you've got someone like Fabinho, he knows the ins and outs of Klopp midfield, and you know he points to Fabinho and says, "But if Fabinho goes and he's like, okay, then I have to train you how I want you to do it," and that's a growing pain. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I think it's much more rare than people think when people sit there and say, "Oh my God, this player can teach this player." It's very rare to, besides techniques here and there and whatnot, the people who are teaching you is your coaches. You know what I'm saying? Of course, throughout the game, you're getting directed from your players as well and whatnot. But in terms of that personal development, yeah, I don't think there's nothing that Thiago couldn't teach these young midfielders that Henderson could, for instance. Would you agree with that?
I think you've got a point there. So
that's why I'd suggest it's not as big of a downfall. I think here's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it causes no negatives. I'm not saying that. I am saying there is a greater good. So if there's bad, that's going to come regardless. If they stay, it could be bad. If they go, it could be bad. So there's bad coming either way, and there's good things to come out of it as well. Like you say, the good could be the leadership. I think the greater good here would be letting them go, free and 150k week wages, free and getting 10 million for Henderson. Come on, can you admit that that's insane?
Yeah, that. Well, so I'm not one of the Henderson hater brigade. I rate Henderson. So 10 million sounds good, 20 million sounds good. I'm not one of those
10 million not enough for you?
No, it's okay. I mean, I'm not one of those people who say, "Oh, let him go for free, get rid." No, like we need something out for our captain. You know what I mean? It just shows some respect, some basic respect, and all that. But yeah, 10 million sounds good, to be honest.
You mentioned as well about respect and whatnot. How do you feel about Jordan Henderson agreeing to go?
Well, I feel like if you've told him, right, that he's going to get less minutes, if you've told him that he's less important to your next season, if you've told him that he's basically going to be playing the Milner role, and his buddy and Steven Gerrard tells him, "Hey, come to Al Ettifaq and you can be, a central player." I understand why he wants to go. I just feel like don't hate him so much for it. I understand why he's going. I just feel like
I don't hate him.
Many people do. Many people do for even considering leaving, especially with all this LGBTQ stuff. And it's just it's a rock and a hard place. You know what I mean? What
It
do you
is.
do then?
I would agree. I think it's tough. I think it's tough. And I wouldn't be hateful for him going. I just think now that he's agreed to go, I think we should encourage that idea of leaving. He doesn't get it any better. He doesn't make us any better. He's not going to get any better. Therefore, I don't see the benefit. I see much more benefit with the 3-year duration that Klopp has remaining and the 2-year duration that Henderson has remaining, as letting Henderson go for a fee for those wages that would be freed up. As it now gets players in through the door and that new project. Would you agree that we're now building a new project?
Oh, I definitely agree with that.
So that's why, the sooner we accelerate this, the longer Klopp has to work with these young players. So if Henderson stays for 2 more years, as you suggest, that is then a Lavia or another CDM who's not needed to be bought. And then by the time Henderson's gone, which would be Klopp's final year, if they were just to go based on the contract duration they've got left, then now that means Klopp's only got 1 year to develop this new young CDM. Whereas if he gets Lavia, who, in my opinion, has been better than both players in the past 12 months, he can help that player grow into the player he wants him to be for the time that he leaves.
So what do you think then about Klopp wanting Fabinho to stay? Do you disagree with that then?
I think to not want 40 million, it's not Klopp's job to care about finances the same way it's not the fans' job to care about finances. But I like to try and be balanced, and I try and take into account of finances, and I know the club absolutely would need that money. And I think Fabinho is replaceable, no doubt. I think in a perfect world, you keep Fabinho as a backup, but we don't live in that. So that's why I'd sell him.
Okay, then talking about replacements, just one last question. What do you think about Elliot or, I forget his name, but what do you think about Elliot for the RCM role?
Did you mean Curtis Jones, by any chance?
No, Curtis is for the left. That's what. No, McAllister, yeah.
McAllister.
Yeah.
No, I get you. Question, do I think that he can get in the team?
Yeah, do you think he can be an effective Hendo replacement with McAllister and the team? Like, do you think he can develop?
Elliott's a difficult one, different to Henderson, and he's more technical, more offensive. But I do think he has something to contribute. And I think he has something to contribute in midfield, but I don't think he brings that same balance and efficiency that Henderson brought. Henderson was always a safe option, and he knew how to be that player really well. And so that's not me taking anything away. I thought he was one of the most efficient players that we could have asked for in that system.
Yeah, he was always quite safe with the ball, that's true.
He never hides it. He was always
sometimes to his detriment, sometimes to our detriment. He passed so many balls back to Alisson that we'll get tired.
No, that's right.
Sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need that in the team.
Sometimes you need that composure, man. Sometimes you need that composure. I think Elliot, he's more there to try risks, retain the ball a little bit more, and try and take players on. I think that's what we'd see more from Harvey Elliott opposed to Jordan Henderson. So no, I don't see him being a direct like for like. But can he offer something? Possibly. I'd probably like to see more of him at right wing, but then I sit there and think about Ben Zoke, and I'm not sure. Red Arrows, I've got to get a few more people in here, bro, but I appreciate your question. That was a great convo, bro.
No worries, mate. Have a good one.
Legend, G. You have a good one, all right, sir. Legends. MBB, right? Wait there, Bants. Chat, can I get copyrighted for this? What the frick? You want to stop playing stupid tunes? Your tunes are crap. Hi, Nelson.
Red Mandinho, what's up, bro?
How are you, man of God?
Nah, I'm good, and you, bro?
I'm good, sir. I'm good. What are you questioning me on tonight, Nelson? No more carrier shouts?
Nah. Nah, I was bored and I didn't know what to ask, so I just came up with a carriers thing, bro. Relax.
I like the randomness. I appreciate.
Yeah, you see, I don't rate him that high. Okay, relax. Yeah, relax. Okay, so like. I know that we have 3 years left with Klopp, but like, who do you think would be the ideal replacement for him? Because like 3 years can go like woof, gone.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah, so like, who do you think would be like Gerrard? I don't know about him now. Nah. Maybe.
Do you know out of everyone right now, Nelson, who I know is available? I don't think we'll get any of these, but out of I know, Xabi Alonso just intrigues me, you know. You're onto when you
I was about to say the same thing. I was about
Do
to
you know
say
when
the
you
same
go window
thing.
shopping, or
Mhm.
do you know like when you go on a night out? I don't know if you go on night out, Nelson. I don't know if you do that type of thing, but like you just see
Nah,
some
mate.
You're better than me, Nelson. You're better than me. But like you see some nice things. You go window shopping a little bit, and you're glancing here and there. It's kind of like one of those. You know what I mean? You see something nice, and I'm liking the look of Xabi Alonso. He's like fancy,
Mhm.
Spanish. He's
Mhm.
plays nice
Mhm.
footy. He's already got a nice
Mhm.
trajectory with the Bayer
Mhm.
Leverkusen. He just seems like one of those guys who's going to finish his career with like 10 UEFA managers of the years. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I do
Get what
get
I'm
you, but
saying?
also on the other hand, Real Madrid is sniffing around.
But do you know
They've
what we
also
need to
been
do? We
sniffing
need to just go and
around.
punch. Do you know what we need to do, Nelson? We need to resort to violence and punch their faces. Don't you agree?
But we always lose to like it's either on the pitch or on transfers, man. Like I'm tired of Real
Oh,
Madrid,
bro,
bro.
we're little man compared to them. Like they're just that guy.
Yo, especially
They're just
my
that guy.
friend, right? My friend doesn't know footy, but he's a Real Madrid fan. So he like whenever I would like argue with him, he'd just be like, "Oh man, we beat you in the Champions League final." So like it annoys me. You see? So, bro, yeah, man. Like also, what was I about to say? Oh, actually, like I forgot, but I wouldn't mind seeing like a Nagelsmann coming in. I wouldn't
Nagelsmann,
mind.
he's all right. He's all right.
Yeah,
Isn't
yeah.
he at PSG?
He is, isn't it? Spanish manager,
Maybe.
the
Maybe
PSG.
you're correct.
Yeah. I've
Maybe.
forgotten his name. He's the Spanish international manager. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Nagelsmann. Another mini Jurgen Klopp, young, can stay there.
True. No, I think that's
Yeah,
a good shout. Hey, Nelson, would you ever be Liverpool's manager?
yeah. On career mode, yes. I don't know,
Nah.
man. I don't know, bro. I don't
I'm
know,
putting
but
Nelson
yeah.
into the manager shout. That's what I'm doing. You're
But
getting my
yeah,
vote
man.
there.
Oh wait, bro. Oh wait. Thank you, man. Thank you,
Nah, of
guys.
course, bro. Of course. Have you read your Bible today?
Yeah. I did. But
Nah, that's good.
I read the book of Almost. I was like trying to trying to read something new because I was reading. I finished Genesis, Leviticus, Exodus,
Yeah.
and then I got interrupted along the way.
Nah, like
And then
go on side missions, don't you? You go
I
on
go.
sidetrack.
Yeah, I got sidetracked, you see. But tomorrow I have Bible study, and I'm pretty sure, I'll be on the right thing, you see.
Amazing,
But also,
amazing.
I have a lot of things going on. Like I'm working on weekends. I'm trying to grow a YouTube channel and everything. So yeah,
Wow. What's your
yeah,
YouTube channel? What's your YouTube channel?
it's my name, Nelson Fumo.
Nelson Fumo, chat,
Yeah.
please do me a favor and go subscribe to his channel, please, because he's came onto our stream right there, Nelson Fumo. Nelson, I'm gonna have to get other people on in a second, but just wait there a minute, bro. By the chance, is it the one I am Nelson 7?
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
Man's got the thumbnails in that chat, and what I'm gonna do, I'm a subscriber. I'm subscribed. Now what I want to do, share. Copy. I'm like a granddad when it comes to this stuff, Nelson. Bear with me. James Redmond TV live stream chat. I'm gonna give you the link. I am giving you the free shit. You know what I mean? Sorry, pardon me language. Right.
That's okay.
We know the power of our tongues, don't we, Nelson? So we've got to be careful.
Yeah.
Something that I'm working on all the time, my friend. Something that I'm working on. So, guys, what I've just done there, I've just decided to put his YouTube channel in the chat. I would love to see him get to at least. We can do 30 subs. We can do 30. I think we can do more than that, to be honest, chat. But I think we can get into 30 subs. He's on 16 at the moment.
My goal this month was to hit 20 subscribers. 30 would be crazy, guys.
Nah, let's smash that. Right, his monthly goal is 20 subscribers. Chat, let's not be bellends. Let's just be nice people. We get him to 30 subscribers. And like the way you gave this channel a chance, you give my man Nelson a chance. Nelson, I'm going to come on your channel one day as well.
Wait, and one more thing, right? About the Henderson. Let that man get his bread, bro. Are you crazy? 750k a week. That's crazy.
Nelson, why'd you say fuck me for? Man?
I didn't, bro. No, most of the people that are like, oh no, we're gonna lose our manager. Guys, like Adrian Igalo said, I know football is nice, but football is also a very short career. It's like it's very short. Adrian Igalo, like it was this meme. He said, like, you can't go to the supermarket and buy bread with trophies. You need money, you see. So let him get its generational wealth. His
That's
great
generational wealth. That's
grandchildren, it's generational wealth. We'll miss him. I will miss him, bro. But, bro, at the end of the day, we should not be selfish as a football club. We should let him go. No, he's not the first great player. We've let Suarez go. We've let Coutinho go. Legends of the football club. We'll get more legends, you see. So yeah. Oh yeah, and one more thing. I'm very worried about football.
We've doubled your subscriber goal.
Oh, thank you, man.
We've doubled your
Thank you,
subscriber goal. 2 more till 40.
Oh,
Well done, sir.
nah,
You've
guys.
smashed
Nah,
it.
guys. Thank you,
You've
guys.
smashed it. That's your work.
Wow.
That's your work. Well done. People have to find
thank
you
you,
entertaining
guys.
to get you to that. So well done.
Thanks,
What
thank you,
was your
guys.
last
Thank you,
question?
guys. And one more thing, I'm very worried about football. The way Saudi Arabia is moving. You know, like I think we might have like 10 years left, 20 years left until we have like football, until it becomes like, I don't know, something like it's money driven. I don't know, it might become something shallow or something. You know? Yeah.
Nah, I agree.
Like,
I agree. It's beautiful. Do you know what, Nelson? We
see?
should delve into this deeper. We should delve into this deeper if you ever want. If you ever want me to come on your channel, give us a shout. And I'm gonna be doing this a lot more often, so you're always free to come here.
Oh wait, bro. I'm not a football channel yet. I'm still venturing out, but I want to start streaming soon. But when I stream, I'll bring you on, bro. But not now, you see.
Thank you.
Still investing on the mic and the camera and everything. But
hey,
soon,
you're looking good, man. You're looking good. You're doing better than what I was when I
bro.
started. So don't make sure you keep going. Okay, God's got a great plan for your YouTube channel.
Thank you, James. Yeah, guys, that's it, guys. Just want to say, God loves you, and yeah, guys. Just
That's right.
Yeah, guys. Away, guys. So, guys, peace.
God bless, brother. God bless, man.
Away.
Wow, what a guy. Wait there. Let me get my gentleman Shane in here one sec. Shane.
Hey, Hamez. How you doing?
How are you? Is this the little one?
This is the little one.
Oh no, he's cut off. I never done that, chat. I'm not evil. I'm not just gonna kick off babies off the stream. I think he must have disconnected or something like that. I hope that he comes back on. Don't worry, I'm not kicking babies in the face. Okay, chat. He's just got me a free subscriber. I am being nice. There was something connection wise. Okay, I'm not evil. Man, like JLFC. Why am I watching me?
I'm not evil.
Man, like JLFC. Why am I watching me?
Yes, lad.
Yes, G, how are we, son?
Yes, lad.
Yeah, turn that off, G.
It's off, bro.
My guy. How are you, lad?
Not too bad, James. Not too bad. I have a point to make about our system.
Okay, what's the point that you're making about the system?
I think Klopp will revert back to his 4-2-3-1 days at Dortmund.
Give me the example on how he played that. Who was his midfield and whatnot? Was it like Gundogan?
Gundogan.
And, who was their midfield that season, chat? Because I just want to get an idea of who like what type of team it was.
Royce was in the 10, no?
Royce was in the 10. Gundogan might have been playing more of as an 8 or a 6, and then I don't know who the other one.
I don't know who the double pivot in the second.
But either way, yes. So you think we should play that way?
I think with our players that we have at the minute, the players that he's going for, I think Szoboszlai is a 10. I don't think he's a Henderson side, with a single 6. I think the players we're linked to with Lavia, Thuram, Florentino Luis, I don't know, any other 6s. I think they're double pivots. I think McAllister is a double pivot, deeper line playmaker, like a Thiago.
Yeah. I feel what you're saying.
And then Thiago fits straight into that system in a double pivot more than he does running around.
I think that's what we'll do, I think we'll go with a double pivot next season. I think that's what we were trying to set up.
I think Darwin Núñez starts up front.
On the what?
I think Núñez starts up front. Because with the double
you're right. He will start. Yeah. I think Klopp's ready to play him. I just don't think he should start over Jota automatically. I think it needs to work first, and he needs to be putting chances away like Jota could.
I don't know. Jota's never in games. He just pops up with 2 goals.
That's right, but then Nunes is creating all the games and then never
Not
getting
scoring
output.
goals. Yeah. If they could mix the one, like, you know.
Hey, we got them both into one. Nah, that's true, to be fair. Nah, a systematic change. I think the double pivot will happen. I think that's some good assessment from you there. I think that'll not only happen, but I think it'll be beneficial, to be honest with you. I think
Trent inverts either.
What?
I don't think Trent goes into midfield. I don't think he inverts. I think he goes overlapping again. Well, Salah will cut inside and Sabbath will go.
Nah, that's a good shout. That's a good shout, to be fair. Yeah. That might be the league-winning formation, lad. You know what I mean?
Back to the 4-2-3-1.
You know what I mean? Getting to Dublin and that.
Too right, boss.
Too right, my man. Anything else that you want to say, Mikey?
I have a question about Fabio Carvalho. He's gone on loan. I think he's a good player. Other than if we go to the 4-2-3-1, I don't see where he fits the system.
That's why I'm happy. So I think he's more of a money ball signing.
Yeah,
so you brought him in just to literally just grow his value, and then he eventually goes. And I think that's smart because if you think about our best sales, it's Dominic Solanke, it's Jordan Ibe, it's Ryan Brewster, it's players that we've brought from different academies, and then they've went on to be sold for millions and millions, and they barely had an impact in your team. Ryan Brewster was in barbershops taking photos of Champions League medals and that. You know what I mean? So that's why
25 million was looking for one.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? So that's why you bring these players in. Fabio Carvalho, we tried him in the system. Didn't work. Weren't one of our best number 8s, and he weren't one of our best left wingers, and we didn't have a number 10 to play him. So already he's maxed out on what he can do for us. But how about this? Common interest team, RB Leipzig, they want him. Behind the scenes, I think we had a little bit of something to do with getting Soboslai with that deal, you know what I mean? Because Fabio Carvalho was the first. So I think we said, okay, you go there, increase your value, and then when you come back, you're either going to be one or two things. You're going to be good enough to play for us, or you're not going to be good enough to play for us, but your value is going to go up, and then they might even want to buy you for 20 to 30 million. That's nothing but good business to me. You know what I mean?
That's how we work.
For 4 million or 5 million plus add-ons, which I don't think rises above 7 million, and plus the wages that he'd be on. Overall, for that transfer, you're not paying any more than like 10 million. I couldn't see it.
No chance, like.
If you're doing, even if you're including wages and stuff like that, I don't think you're paying more than that. So if you make 30 million on transfer fee alone, that's unreal. That is unreal. That's good business.
That is our business. At the start, that's what I thought Harvey Elliott was for as well, but Klopp seems to like
you know what? It's a good shout, but that's the thing. He can be that. If he's never good enough for the first team definitively, I think he can be that as well, like a money ball signing. Like maybe Ben Doak too, because we bought him from Celtic, didn't we?
Oh, I like Doak. Oh, I really like Doak.
Quality, any lad. Quality. He's my dark horse for the season. And I'm just thinking.
When Salah goes there was a point you made yesterday. You said when it was about Thiago, I was on with about yesterday.
Yeah.
You said when Salah goes to AFCON and Szoboszlai goes to the right. Doak, man. Doak to the right.
I only said Szoboszlai because he's the most established first team name. Doak's still young. Does Klopp rush him in? But I do believe he's good enough to play now. I do believe he's good enough. If I'm the manager, I'm giving him a go.
Yeah, same.
If I'm the manager, he's on my bench first day of the season. I don't know if you agree.
No, 100%.
Yeah? Are we on the
100%.
same page there?
I think he's a baller.
Chat, do you agree with that one, WRL? Ben Doak on the bench next season, at least. Because you can't just be a squad player. He's too good,
Ben Doak comp.
Ben Doak compilation in the building.
He's a baller, man.
He's a baller. Nah, he's a baller. He's cooking everyone in training. I'm not going to lie. I can imagine him being that kid, I reckon he's going in there and putting Robertson on his ass and that.
Did you not see the vid?
What vid?
The club put up a vid on Twitter. It was just Doak dribbled past about 5 people.
Fuck off. Wait
I
there. Let
swear
me see
it was unreal.
Nah, let me see this. Wait there.
Canapé on skates.
Nah, because I've been saying this guy is the guy for time. I'm not even messing. I found the video right there. I want to show the chat as well. Chat.
Oh, it's so good.
We're about to watch greatness. We're about to watch greatness in this bitch. right there. Can I even add one more screen? I don't even know if I can share the screen because of all the people in here right there. Share. Yeah, can you see that?
Yep. Get it up.
Chat. Avaganda. The balance. No, but this is what I'm saying. He's nice on the ball. The balance is there because now look at the way he got fucked in the back there, bro.
He's unbelievable.
No, look, bear in mind, this is Virgil. And I believe he even closed in. No, they're on the same team. They're on the same team. So here's the opposition. Look at all them. Them two they've all been left. They've said, right, I'm giving up. Ben Doak's already found space. But you know what? That clip doesn't even do him justice. That clip. Oh wait, I didn't mean to do that. How do I get it back to us two? There we go. Yeah. I don't even think that does him justice. You know, G. I think he's just a great all-round player. I want to see him play more. I want more highlights. And I think
it was. Was it Wolves last year, or was it? No,
Are you on about Derby County when he came off the bench?
Villa. It was Villa. He had Digne
Villa.
on skates.
Bro, I took my mum to the Derby County game that we played in the League Cup. I don't know if you know. It might have been the FA Cup, actually. But remember the game at Anfield where we just completely played our kids?
Yeah.
We beat them. We beat them that game on penalties. Kelleher's done the job. But Bento came on for the 15-minute cameo. And I just looked at him and went, there's something different about this player. Like, he's actually serious. Bro, he never scored. He never assisted. You know when you just watch someone and you think there's something different about this dude?
Yeah.
He was that guy for me. He was that guy for me. But now, lad, I've got a few more people in here just waiting to come in. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Not really, no.
Say no more, G. It's been boss talking to you. Touch me
yourself, James.
My guy. Have a good one, Jay, lad.
Adios, boss.
Adios. Right, we're going to make the return, the 2.0, the attempt numero dos of my light Shane, blood.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's fine. It's fine. How's the little one?
Yeah, she's all right. She just decided that she wanted to turn the stream off.
She was like, oh, Dad, can we stop listening to him for once, please? I understand. They can be screeching after half an hour, you know what I mean? How is she?
Yeah, she's all right. She's needs to go to sleep, but she isn't doing that yet.
We're doing an all-nighter watching Hamez Red on TV. At least
you know
she's
that.
spending that time wisely. I hate to be the influence of bad behaviour, but at least she's spending it well.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, how are you, Shane? Is there anything that you'd like to ask or anything you want to talk about?
So there's obviously a few things. There's a lot that I agree with you on.
Okay.
I noticed that Nelson said something just towards the end. Thank you. Yeah, sorry about that. That was my partner just passing me a drink. Yeah, so when Nelson was saying about how football was going kind of basically, I'd already say that it was already going that way quite a while. I have been 100% against FSG for the longest time, and it's not because of transfers. It's nothing to do with that. It's the other stuff. It's the fact of the main stand tickets that annoyed me. It was the constant idea of that they have to fix the sport, turn it into a franchise because they come from a franchise sport, like franchise sports themselves.
Yeah.
There's a lot that I don't like them about, and the last straw for me was 100% the Super League.
Right.
As soon as they did that, and as soon as they did what I call disingenuous apology. It was a very disingenuous apology video.
There was too many blatant things there, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
They basically gave it away, the sincerity of that apology.
Yeah, it was more like, okay, I realise I'm not going to get away with this. Please forgive me so I can continue doing what I'm doing. Yeah, I've not liked FSG for the longest time. So I'd already say that it's gone that way. I'd say MLS kind of started the whole ball rolling with the kind of franchising and the money side of things, with black players going over to end their careers. The only difference is with Saudi Arabia is that they're taking players also in their 20s, approaching their prime years.
It's mad.
So I would say it's different this time, but I would say that I'd say even like with Roman Abramovich, football's been heading this way for a very long time.
Yes, I agree. It's how do you handle it and how do you perceive it, and then how do we look at the game? So, for instance, when Liverpool was accused of cheating, do you know what I'm going to do as well, Shane? Just while I talk, I'll listen out for when you're talking, but because it's echoing, I'm just going to mute you while I talk, just so it doesn't do that echo. But I'm not kicking you out, though. I'll unmute you in a sec. So what I'd raise is, based on all these points, is just simply, I think that with Liverpool now, when you analyse when City, when we were discussing with City about the fine, the £1 million that we had to pay them, that's one of those things where I'm thinking, okay, even if we are slightly bending the rules in certain circumstances, we now need to realise the game that we're in, which is this is all we're going to be in. And then now when you see someone like Saudi or an entity like Saudi come in and bring in all these players, like you said, Shane, in the prime, not just old players, not like just the MLS where players were on their last dying legs and then that's when they'd be brought in. These are players now, like Messi's still one of the best players in the world. I mean, and he was being linked with to go there with Ronaldo and stuff like this. And then now you're bringing in Benzema. But then now even that Jota from Celtic, I think I saw who was it, Fofana or someone of decent quality. Like I think it was from the French league. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. But he went and joined there for 25 to 30 million euros. So when I analyse it, it is a lot more scary. But who is it scary for is the question. And that's where I'll let you answer. But I think it's just scary for the for UEFA or the Premier League, to be honest. I think for Saudi, they're looking to make their own little Super League.
Yeah, that's exactly how I see it. I see it as it's basically the second coming of the Super League. Only difference is it's not involving clubs from other countries and things like that. They're trying to create their own. Yeah, I do remember the thing what you said about Jota from Celtic. I did see that as well.
I thought that was a wild one because I just felt he was destined to go to a top 5 league eventually.
So did I. I even thought he was going to, come over here. I thought like one of the clubs from over here was going to snap him up, especially when the manager from Celtic came to Tottenham. I thought, okay, there might even be a chance that he might have even followed him there.
Good shout, yeah. Good shout.
Yeah. So that was one of the things I wanted to touch upon. There's another couple. I do still, I'm sure you've seen in the comments, I do still advocate for Trent to be moved to midfield. I know it's hard to do because obviously it's who you're going to get. To me, I would have gone for Kyle Walker all day long. I mean, basically, yes, he is around the same sort of age as Henderson, but the difference is that he could be there for a couple of seasons, train up the likes of Connor Bradley, be a mentor figure for him, and then Connor Bradley could take over from him. I feel that Trent would be best. I don't know if I'm the only one that thinks it, but I see a lot of Gerrard. I see a lot of Alonso, even with some of his passing ability from the centre of the park.
Yeah.
He literally split defences in two with some of his passing towards the end of the season. I just think, I don't know, and it seems like...
I think his ability's being wasted at right back, that's for sure.
100%, and I feel like one of the biggest detriments, and I love Klopp, I think he's the best thing that's happened to us for so long, but I think he's really stubborn with some of his ideas and some of the players he wants to play, where he wants to play them, and favourites that he has, and Trent is one of the biggest ones that I would say he's stubborn with.
Yeah.
Playing him at right back.
Because he found a little gem there, didn't he, playing him right back, and then he thought, oh yeah, it's working here. So see, this is the thing, he does well with the inverted thing, and last season when we changed up, he became that sort of joint pivot role throughout the game and whatnot. So there's ways you can make him work at right back. I just don't think we're going to see it. My argument's always been I don't think we'll see him at centre mid. It's not necessarily I don't think we shouldn't or should see him at centre mid. I think we should. I think he is a centre mid through and through. I just don't think we'll see him there. That's all it is.
Yeah, and the thing is, now it's even become more apparent because now Fabinho's about to go, Henderson's about to go. And
you know what I mean? I wouldn't name. I think a right back. I've been banging on about Kyle Walker-Peters. I think he'd be good to come in and just even stylish add to the team. Fits the homegrown thing. I don't know. I feel like that's a no-brainer to you.
Yeah, I 100% think that. Even the guy from Leipzig, I can't remember his name, but I even think he's really good.
Me as well.
Simican or something like that. I'd have to check out his name. But yeah, the one he's really good. From what I've seen of him, he's really good.
No, yeah, that'll have to be a show, for sure. Nah, yeah, I think a right back, if we got a right back, we'd be covering a big hole that I don't think we're realising is such a hole right now. But then if Conor Bradley ends up being good, you never know. Maybe like you could wait till January to do the right back thing, because if Conor Bradley is good enough, then yeah, but you can't guarantee that, you know what I mean?
No, you can't. And also, I don't understand why we're not jumping on the Alvarez thing. Why is West Ham the club that's going for him? I think he would be
I think we just
perfect
see
for us.
something in Lavia, you know. I do. I think we just see something in Lavia, just potential-wise. I think they think he can do something in the short term, and that he can grow into something brilliant in the long term. And to be honest, if I watch the player, I can see where they're coming from.
Yeah, I mean, there is quite a lot of plus sides to Lavia. His age, for one, his ceiling, the fact that he's already got Premier League experience at the age that he is. My concern is I think that when they had the idea of Lavia, I don't think they were expecting to lose more than one of the midfielders that we had. I don't know if Lavia's it, like on his own. I think one of, yes, but I don't think he's it on his own. I think we need more than one.
I think there were some good shouts from you there, Shane, and you've done all that with a baby in your hands.
I know, multitasking. They say men can't do it.
Professional, mate. You know what I mean? Nah, Shane,
No.
have you got a YouTube channel or anything, or did you just come on here to say hello?
Coming here to say hello, but it's definitely something I've been thinking about, starting a YouTube channel.
Please do, mate. Please do. We'd love you in the community as well. And you can always come on here and let people know your channel and whatnot. That wouldn't be a problem at all when we do these call-ins. So it'd be great to have you back as well, if you were ever up for it.
100%. I'm happy to come back anytime.
Thank you for supporting my streams as well, mate. I really appreciate it from you.
No, of course.
Oh, lad, you're a legend. Even giving me your time to jump on. What's the little one's name?
Her name's Hope.
Hope? You're just making me cry at that name, Shane. Jesus. Nah, that's a beautiful name. I hope Hope has a lovely sleep when she eventually gets there. And then she wakes up.
When she eventually gets there.
And she doesn't give you loads of headaches when you wake up as well.
You know.
Have a good one. All right, Shane. God bless
you too, man.
Right, God bless you. God bless. What a legend. What a legend. To everyone else who's waiting in the chat, I want to apologise because I do have to shoot. I do actually have to go and sort out a few bits before I go to sleep, and I didn't realise how long we went on for there. But chat, what a belter stream. We actually still finished on 230 people as well. And that's the dynamic that we can do going forward. I'll start planning some guests. We won't do this every single night, but sometimes I'll put guests on. What words is wording, James? Come on, use your words. That's it. When new, I'll plan guests, but then I'll also still do what we've done tonight, where I invite yous on. But the first hour or hour and a half will always just be me and you talking, interacting. Don't never want to lose that dynamic with the chat, because I notice when I'm talking to people, I read the chat a little bit less, and I don't want to fucking neglect you, mate. You know what I mean? Shout out to everyone who super chatted tonight. Jorge sent 2 of them. Art McGreevy sent one. Raphael sent one. Connor sent one. Everyone who supported the stream financially tonight, you guys are amazing. Anyone who smashed a like, that contributes to the stream, so that's fantastic. And as Nelson was touching on, his Wi-Fi was trying to deceive him, but you know, Jesus loves you and he's always there. And if you do ever need I don't know, if you want to speak about it or if you ever want to message me about it, I'm not always great with my messages, but be persistent and know that you can message me as many times as you want. If I see you asking multiple times about Jesus, no doubt I'm answering. So, yeah, I love every single one of you. All right, I hope you have a blessed night. And to everyone waiting in the stream right now who was wanting to come in, I'll really, really try and get you in tomorrow. If you tune in tomorrow at around 10 p.m, you can jump in and we can have a belter. All right. But anyway, guys, I'm going to love and leave yous. Love to you and your mothers. And I'll see you all in a fucking bizzle. Peace out.